Hello and welcome to this fine Tuesday, finally. After so many goddamn Twitch errors, we are here, and today's a special goddamn occasion. Not only will we just beset by all manner of issues, it's Madfish's birthday. So happy birthday, Madfish! And we'll start off with you. Madfish, who the hell are you? What are you doing here on your birthday? And why should anybody care?
I do lots of writing and DMing, and I have an Etsy store. And I am here on my birthday because it's fun.
Sweet. It is fun.
Yeah, and also rum.
And rum. Yep. Like a pirate. It's the pirate's life for you. Yeah, so speaking of DMing, our faithful DM here, Mike, who are you? What are you doing here? And why should anybody care?
Hi guys, I'm Mike, Anonymous Rhino in chat and everywhere else. I am DMing Lost Mines of Phandelver, and you guys think you're going to own a bar. We'll see how that goes.
That's true. We do think we're going to a bar. Also, someone else thinks they might be blessed by the gods, and that's Poppy. Or Moo, who are you? What are you doing here? And how did you not die last time?
I am blessed by one of the gods. One of the fallen ones, you might say.
Mm-hmm.
Hey! Yeah, she should have died like 4 times. So.
Well, should have and did are two different things.
She definitely went unconscious at least 4 times.
She went unconscious. Like, she should be completely dead, honestly, at this point. Yeah, anyways, I'm Moo, and that's all I really want to say.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah. And last but definitely least, in his OG, one of the original unMadeGaming t-shirts is Bitters. Who are you? What are you doing here? And should anyone care?
I'm Mr. Bitters, and I just like to play games. Today, I'm here to fuck goblins and get gold.
You're gonna actually sexually assault goblins?
Yeah, we'll see where the night goes.
I mean, it's Ulf, so I'm not saying that's not a possibility. I'm just saying that you know, there it is.
Are you going to skin them first, or
no?
Like I said, we'll see where the night goes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, because I mentioned shirts earlier, and I just saw Mike pick one up, Mike, we have a new holiday shirt. What the hell does that look like? Oh, surprise reveal! Hey guys, that's our new super fucking rad holiday shirt. That is a limited edition 2016 design. It is only available until the end of this month. The end of December, it's gone for good. So if you guys want to get that, I believe there's a sale right now. I think it's till the end of today. It's like $14 a shirt. If not, they're usually like $20. So get your asses over there. Exclamation point.
Price of a normal t-shirt. So
yeah. So exclamation point holiday in the chat. That is where you can find our sweet holiday shirt link right there. Also, let me do a little shilling here. If you look down on the bottom left and bottom right hand corners of the screen, you will see the followers and retweets. As soon as we hit those goals, they will increase, and all the players and the DM will be getting an advantage to be used whenever they feel necessary. And then in the center of the screen, you'll see that our donation goal is already maxed out, because Cornelius is a crazy, crazy bitch and donated our entire goal for our Christmas present. So what that means, guys, is at the end of the month, everyone who has donated will be getting entered to win a free t-shirt to include our holiday t-shirt. However, if we double that goal or triple that goal, it's double the t-shirts or triple the t-shirts. So feel free to hit that donate button. You can go check in the donation section down below as to what you guys can give out to the characters. And I'm currently working on a new document that has all kinds of new donation stuff. So that'll be coming soon, so keep your eyes peeled for that. But without any further ado, Mike, what happened last time? What were we doing?
So last time was the first time you guys entered Phandelver, because you were on set, or offset I should even say, by some goblins. You guys took care of them in the cave. You made them your bitch quite a bit. But you got into Phandelver and realized that the town wasn't... It was... You know, it's a frontier town, and you knew it was going to be pretty rough, but you didn't expect it to really be the set. That's... Fuck you, Bitters, with your words. Lost train of thought now. But they are almost besieged by... some thugs known as the Red Brands. And so, as adventurers do, they get paid, and then they go directly straight to the last boss. That's what they do. And then they find out, oh no, oh no, and then they run away. And that's pretty much how that happened.
Yep.
Along the way, they emptied a bar of thugs and assume that they own it. Let's see how that goes. So, at the end of last session, at the very end, you guys found out after Poppy died 4 times, and that's once per round because the combat only lasted 4 rounds. So every round she went down immediately, just one shot, because they were fighting bugbears, and at level 1, 3 of them turns out to be too much.
Yeah.
You know what? She did her best, okay?
You know, that's
by shutting the door behind her.
Best is relative.
Maybe closing the door was not the best idea, but...
You guys said to be quiet. Oh, I'm just saying.
Yes, your screams of agony were not quiet, though.
No.
If Poppy wasn't Poppy, she learned a valuable lesson in humility.
Actually, I believe you opened the door, jumped inside, closed it, were like, who wants some fuck? And then you were immediately punched in the face to death. So nothing about what you did was quiet.
You say you want some fuck?
Yeah.
Immediately, like a nat 1, I think, on the initiative, so you kind of fucked yourself, if I remember correctly.
God damn it.
It happens, you know? It happens to the best
Sure.
of us.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yep.
It happens to anybody who does that at level 1.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys were able to revive Poppy, and by you guys, I mean donations based on the viewers. So guys, that helps the game out a lot if you don't want the people you're watching die. And you guys ran away like little bitches.
Mhm.
Like, not so...
No, like very smart, squishy adventurers.
Tactical retreat.
I mean,
absolutely
retreat, bitch move. I mean, let's see.
Tomato, I think, at this
Yeah,
point.
yeah. Tomato, potato.
Yeah.
So you guys are running. You guys just exited the cave, and that's where we're going to start the session.
Okay. Yeah, so I guess... I
You're
mean,
going to go beeline straight back to where?
the bar.
The bar? Okay.
Yeah, whatever that bar was called.
Okay. So you guys are going along. Do you guys have any kind of lights trying to go by moonlight? Somebody roll me a D100. And whoever rolls it, tell me high or low before you...
Somebody?
No. One person, so somebody designate themselves right now.
Okay, I'll roll.
Okay, tell me high or low right before you roll it.
High.
High? Okay, go ahead.
Come on.
Okay.
Nice. Ooh.
So it just happens to be a clear night out, and the moon provides just enough light for you guys who don't have dark vision. You guys don't need the torch can be tossed or whatever if you need to sprint at this point.
Yeah, I believe we had candles.
Or you guys just walking right now because they're pretty not far behind. So.
Who's not far behind?
You guys ran out, and you guys weren't quiet about it and left lights on the way out. So
Oh, that's
you
true.
left a candle there.
That's
Oh,
true.
yeah.
So are you guys booking it or what?
Yeah, I guess we'd book it to the Sleeping Giant.
Okay. So, about 100 yards out, I'm going to need perception checks. Who would be in front? Who would be leading this charge back to town?
Considering the state that Poppy's in, plus she's a fucking gnome, I don't feel like she would probably be up front.
So far, Tiberius has been in the forefront.
Yeah.
Usually.
How about he goes in the front? I'll go behind him.
Okay, sure. So, Tiberius, give me a perception check just perception check.
Okay.
Done. A 9.
9. Okay.
Oh.
A
So you're
solid
going in.
9.
It looks like Tarth, went ahead and lit up the house a little bit for you. And
Okay.
you guys keep running. You're about 50 yards out. Go ahead and give me another perception check.
Oh, sorry, I rolled one.
22.
22. You
Normal.
could see like shadows, almost like Home Alone 1. You know how you can see like the silhouettes on the windows.
Yes.
You guys see something like that on the first floor, and it's more than one person. At 14, you will also see that, Sylvie.
Okay.
You can see that there's some silhouettes, so there's some movement by more than one person inside the bar, and you're about 50 yards out right now.
Okay.
Okay. I'll make some hand signals.
Okay.
Indicating there are people in the bar.
Okay, so we'll say you guys are right around here. Like maybe you run over to like this.
Yeah, Sylvie will make some hand signals, and no one will know what she means.
Mm-hmm. As
You're 50
usual.
yards out, so you could
Yeah, pretty standard.
assume that you could just say, "Hey guys, hold up." You're 50 yards out, so it's not like people are going to hear you too much.
But she likes her hand signals.
How many, Mike, with a 22, how many silhouettes do I see?
Precisely 2.
Precisely 2.
Yes.
So, I mean, in Tiberius' head, it'd be safe to assume that one is Tarth? Hearth?
Sebastian.
Sebastian. And one is someone else. If,
that's generally how silhouettes go.
Yep.
There's more than one.
Yep. So Tiberius is going to look behind him. How does everyone look? You guys look like you're... I mean, Poppy, you probably look like crap. You're probably real bad.
Yeah, Poppy's like barely keeping up.
How does everyone else look?
Check I'm fine.
Yeah, so you look just Rockstar?
Yeah.
Ulf, how do you look? You look
like,
a
whatever.
sexy man beast?
Ulf is muted.
Ulf, do you look like you want to unmute yourself?
No.
Okay.
Ulf is walking a little bit funny, like he's clearly sustained some sort of injury, but he's got no sight of blood on him.
Okay. Is he walking funnier than usual? Is what you're trying to say?
He usually walks normally, just slow.
Okay.
And he's walking slow now, just to show you.
Okay. Yeah, so, I mean, apart from Poppy, everyone seems to look good. And I still think the Sleeping Giant's probably the safest place, so Tiberius is going to keep going. He acknowledges the fact that we saw 2 people. And kind of while running, he, while running and winded, he looks back and he says, "Travelers, it appears as though we have a guest!" And he points towards the window. "Prepare yourselves!" And he sort of moves towards the door.
Now you're going to go through the back door or the front door?
I'm going to the back door.
Tiberius, which is the bigger door, Mike?
Front door.
He takes the front door. It's a grand entrance. Is it double doors, Mike? Because if so, he throws them both wide.
I mean, it's a fucking saloon if you want it to be.
Yeah, he throws both the doors wide. Well, it'd be ironic if he threw the saloon doors and they swung back and knocked Poppy down. They just knocked Poppy over because it's just head height.
God damn it.
No, but he bursts through the front doors as flamboyant as possible.
Okay. So for the sake of Sylvie, you obviously can get through the back door faster. Nobody's there. You got to get to the door right before the tavern. You know, the kitchen door into the actual tavern part of it. You walk in and you see a female barkeep, or a female dwarf, actually, who has she's a dwarf, and she has a dwarven axe, 2-handed axe, and she is swinging it at Tarth, and she's saying, "Get out of my bar, you filthy ruffian, you know, all the nasty stuff."
I'll be like, "Thank God, like, stop."
And you just say that like normal volume.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, like not very loud, like
Okay.
kind of quiet, like enough that she can hear me.
It would take some shouting because she's shouting herself. To be
Okay.
perfectly honest.
All right.
But she kind of misses it, and she's still tunnel vision because she's furious that this guy's in her bar. Some of the bodies are actually gone now, by the way.
All right, I will try and get Tarth's attention, and like, I'll just like go over and like
Yeah.
pull him out of the way.
So at that point, she'll realize that, you know, the target is... She's not alone in this room with this guy anymore, and she looks around and sees civilians, or what she can assume are civilians and not, ruffians or Red Brand guys. And she's like, what are you doing here? I thought I had enough trouble with these rough brands, these Red Brands, and now people just barging in after we're closed. Get out, we're closed, that kind of shit.
Can you see like all the dead people?
No, because I cleaned it up. This is my bar. I saw dead bodies in here. I'm like, good riddance, and I fucking took them out.
Yeah, we like killed them.
Thank you.
At what point does Tiberius burst in?
Oh yeah, you had just bursted in when you hear
Thank you.
the axe drop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so as he bursts in, he comes out with a standard Tiberius, and he says, "Who absconds with the sleeping dragon? We have renamed your bar! Who are you, tiny woman?"
You son of a bitch.
You may leave.
You may leave.
I am Grista. This is my bar.
Well, Grizzly, this bar was taken from you due to your own inadequacies as a barkeep by this scallywag and his ruffian friends.
That's not how this works.
What did it not work? I did not see you here, and they seem
That
to
doesn't make you the owner.
Well, if we kill all the people that currently own it...
The victim makes me even more of a victim to you, who's supposed to be our savior. Go fuck yourself.
Good. Then I will just let...
That's how they talk, you know.
I will just let the Red Brand take it back.
Sure.
Okay.
Better than you pompous ass.
Good. Hey, Tarth, could you go tell your friends that the people that killed those large hairy men, the bugbears, yes, that they live here now. Let them know.
And at this point, Grista pulls up her axe, and she's like got it in his dick region. He's like, he doesn't go anywhere. He goes.
She says that?
Yes.
Okay. Man, we're super low on spells. Like I have zero of them. He says, listen, my tiny woman. This must be some term we can come to. You seem to have a manservant by his manhood, and you seem to have what you claim to be your bar back again.
I have a criminal on my property, and I have 1, 2, and she counts it 4 additional intruders.
Yes. It appears as though...
Will I have to go and get the town master, or will you leave quietly?
Oh, no, absolutely get the town master. Yes, go.
You go get the town master. This is my bar.
I didn't offer to go
Get
get
out
him.
of my bar, and at this point, she jabs the axe into his groin, and you hear all of the air exit his lungs.
Tiberius sits down.
Yeah.
On the whatever the table is closest to him.
It's already a broken table, so she walks over.
We have a bunch of like shitty tables and stuff.
Yeah, and she slams the axe into the table, and she's going to try to intimidate you. I don't have stats.
Oh my god, let's just go. She's gonna be have a fit like this. We should just leave.
With a 19 for intimidation. Can you roll to not piss yourself?
Yeah, I guess it's sense motive. Not sense motive. What is it? Insight, I guess, would be the word I meant to use, and not 3.5 terms. I rolled a nat 1, Mike.
Natural 1.
Yeah.
You wee just a little bit.
Just a little bit comes out. Just a little bit comes out.
You're on the verge of fainting.
Yeah. And he says,
Fallen One says he donated something.
Did he? It didn't pop up in any of my donation alerts, so I don't know that you did. So yeah, he like leans back in the chair as it's falling over, and he says, "My stars!" And he fans himself, and he says, "My good woman, I believe you have the wrong idea here. We are saviors of this town. We found your goods. We have rid the Red Brand of your bar. The least you could do was show some appreciation and
You could show some respect.
To whom? A woman who lost their bar? We helped you."
And at this point, the axe is at your neck.
Okay.
Because you're sitting down.
Yeah.
So it's easily accessible.
Yep.
And she's like, she's going to start pushing it up against you until you start backing out of the door.
Okay. He stands and he says, "Well then, to the town master we go. This will be dealt with post haste."
Yep.
And he will leave and head towards the postmaster, or the town master, rather.
Postmaster.
The postmaster.
You realize that you get outside. You have no idea where the town master lives.
Oh yeah, he'll just knock on doors. He's a loud person. And this woman is the most rude person he's met. And he just killed 3 bugbears.
Is she really?
Yeah.
Is she really?
Yeah. And
you guys have control of the pin.
And in 2 days, he's helped kill 4 bugbears, and this is the most rude person.
What do the rest of you do? Because Tiberius doesn't speak for the party. What do the rest of you guys do?
Poppy is tired as fuck and not in great condition. She's okay. She can get around, but she's not in great condition. So she's just kind of like just standing there, just blankly staring at this confrontation. Kind of wanting to get in there, but kind of not, because she's enjoying seeing Tiberius getting thrown around a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So she's just very quiet.
Did Ulf just like leave right away? Oh, she doesn't want us to be here. I guess I'll just go outside.
No, he kind of hung out. He's got Tiberius's back to a point. He didn't actually step in or anything. But like when she forces him out, he looks at Tarth. He's like, "Well, the bar might be yours, but he's ours."
Can Congratulations, is all she'll say to that. And what about...
I'm just like, whatever, and going near the door. And I'm just like, if she wants us to leave, we should just, like, leave.
Yeah, I agree. And at this point, Poppy's going to kind of, like, look over at Tarth's, a.k.a. Sebastian, and demand that he give her a piggyback ride. Because she's tired of fucking walking.
I think she was serious about... he's actually out of breath at this point, so he's kind of keeled over. He's like, oh, I think she's pretty serious. Just go. I'll be fine.
I think I'm pretty serious, too. I think you need to come with us.
And at that point, I guess most people are already out, and Grista's up in your shit. And she's
Wait, she's in my shit?
Yeah, she's up in your face right now. With the axe.
So how far over is she?
She's a dwarf, so she's a dwarf, so she just like you're like tit height on a dwarf, I guess.
Oh, that's perfect. Okay. So is Sebastian not coming?
No, he's not, but you are going. Now.
Are you saying that as a DM or as Grizzy?
Yes.
It's Gristle. God, guys.
Let's just, like,
Okay.
go.
At this point, Poppy's gonna like kick him in the knee for being an inadequate slave and walk out.
And so he kind of like goes into somewhat fetal position as you kick his other shin after his dick just got slapped by a fucking axe. So
He deserves it.
Sure. Sure. So yeah, you guys are outside now.
We need
The
to,
world is
like,
your oyster right now.
hide.
Why do we need to hide? Are they still following us?
Probably.
There's that other place they told us about.
There was another place.
Yeah.
How
You guys would remember that there is an actual inn where
so
you can get.
so Poppy, I've known you for a few days now. How resistant would Tiberius know you are to being picked up?
Against her will?
I mean, yeah.
I mean,
In your current state, how much of a fight would you put up?
it depends on how it's performed.
So when everyone gets out, we're standing on like the front porch area. He just looks around and like looks down the path, Mike, towards where like the people were allegedly chasing us from, or we thought they were chasing us from.
Yep.
And he just like quickly looks around and then sees Poppy covered in her own blood and the blood of bugbears, and he just picks her up and like stamps her on the wall of this place, and then puts her back down and says, "We should do what Sylvie says. We should go." And left gnome-shaped blood splatters on the place. So also, while Moo dies of laughter, follow-on donated 30 doll hairs, which has yet to register anywhere. Everyone, all the players get a free potion, and Sylvie, you get a +1 armor.
Yep. So the +1 armor doesn't get applied twice, so you get it.
Yep.
So 'cause your armor doesn't magically become +1. You're gonna find armor at some point.
Yep.
Because otherwise, that's too much divine intervention.
Oh yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, so Mike +1 armor at some point, and everyone gets a potion,
Yep.
or a heal if you need it, an automatic heal if you need
If you need it. Yep.
it. Yeah, so I think Tiberius is gonna, he'll add his potion.
Yeah, I need that.
That's,
How does that work again?
2d4 plus 2, right?
2d4 plus 2.
I just made potion things in my
As a macro. I can
Yeah,
make,
as a cantrip, like as a cantrip.
oh yeah. I can make that as a macro for you guys as well at some point.
Yay!
Sweet.
But yeah, I think Poppy would have been a little resistant, not so much physically because she was at that point not in great physical shape.
She just
But then
sounds.
when
She
she
sounds
realized-
more like Sylvie at that point. Stop! Come on!
Well, yeah, maybe a little more gruff, as gruff as a gnome can get.
Yeah.
And then she'll realize like what you're doing and just kind of like stare at it and then run because she's too tired to do much else.
So, Mike, we
Okay.
know where the Stonehill Inn is, right?
Yes, that you do know is up yonder. You know that's right there, and you know somebody was looking for you there. So you're going to get to about here. Oh, nope. You're going to get to about here, though. Actually, the door's right there. So you're going to get to about here. And you're going to see that a familiar face is outside.
Okay.
It's Star. Star is outside.
Salazar. Is that who you're talking about?
Salazar Slytherin?
Yeah.
What? Who?
Yeah. So is
Sildar
he?
Hallwinter, the
is
guy
he-
that you guys rescued.
Yeah. Is he visible? He's just hanging out there.
Oh yeah, no, he's out there. He has like a torch and everything, and you can tell he's walking. He was walking from the town square from here, and you happen to catch him by the door.
Okay. So he's like walking in from the opposite side.
Yeah, you guys are meeting
Okay.
together at the middle of the road. It's like,
Hey.
Tiberius.
It's the guy.
Oh yes. Oh, good eyes on you. Your half-elven eyes. Your what is wood elf? I keep calling you goddamn half-elf. You're
I am a
goddamn-
half-elf.
Oh, you are a half-elf. Okay. I kept
Yeah.
calling you wood elf last time. Your half-elven eyes. They are great at seeing. Salah. Hello.
Well
And he-
met.
And he's whisper shouting.
Yeah, stage whispering.
Yeah, stage whispering.
It's Sildar. Like the Tiberius.
Salazar. Sildar.
You shouldn't be on stage with such a.
I legitimately wrote down Solar. What is it? Sildar?
Sildar.
Sildar. Okay.
Sildar.
I legitimately had the wrong name written down. Yeah, all right. I got that one now. Yeah, he says, Sildar, what are you doing out so late? There's banditry afoot, and an evil dwarven lady.
That is what? Do you mean Grista?
I gristle. Yes.
She's just a dwarven lady. She's not evil.
No, she is quite a rowdy.
She's quite territorial.
Yes, well, it appears as though when you rescue someone's bar from the criminals that have absconded it, she does not seem to be forthcoming with treasure nor free rooms, or the bar itself would have been a great
Well,
gift to us.
well, she doesn't have rooms. It's just her house above that. So.
Yes, well.
Yes. And
Here's the
she
sheet.
was just besieged by these and quite under the house arrest, if you will.
Yes, well, we did rescue her and slay all but one of the bandits, and we took the final one as a manservant, but she has
You have
taken...
one of the bandits.
Well, we did, until she took our manservant.
Where did she take him?
She just has him at axe point, I guess you could say.
Well, this changes everything, and he starts heading off towards.
No,
Come with
what?
me.
Changes it what? Changes it how? She threatened
We
to
have a
kill us if
prisoner.
we didn't leave.
Well, I'm here to not abscond. I'm here to detain any Red Brand ruffians, if you will.
Yes, but we have already detained him. He is our manservant. He now
You are
works
no authority here.
for us.
Sebastian is mine.
Slavery has been illegal here for centuries.
It wasn't slavery. We gave him a choice.
He chose me.
He did. Well, I guess
Like-
technically
Enjoy
Us.
your stay.
he didn't choose her because she was the other option. But he did choose old school rollers arise, minion, and welcome to the graveyard. Yes, she was option 2. Manservant was option 1.
Yes. Well, if that is how things work, then he is now mine. I'm detaining him.
Again, our manservant is stolen. What kind of law does this town fall under? They don't have the guards to stop brigands, but they...
Well, see, that's just it. There is no lord here.
Well, then who are you to take our manservant?
More than you. How are you going to take a manservant without pay or
We asked him, we said, hello, we have killed the rest of your bandit friends.
under duress?
Do you
So,
want to
yes.
die like them as a criminal, or would you like to come work for us? And he said, I will work for you.
One who has fallen from such honor.
The life of adventuring is a hard road fraught with many difficulties and challenges. I killed 4 men today. I don't think Tiberius has killed anyone.
Yeah. We will discuss this later. You may stay here if you wish. And he starts heading off towards the sleeping giant.
I don't understand this town.
Ulf is gonna follow Zildar, and like real casual, like, hey, when you talked to Grista, ask her what she did with the dead bodies.
Oh, those dead bodies! I helped her. I helped her remove them.
Oh, where'd you put them?
We have a cemetery here.
Oh, all right.
I'm not telling you where it is. And yeah, he just kind of like, if you don't say anything, all right, and he kind of just walks away.
he follows him still.
And so he gets there, and some exchanging happens, and he's like, Grista's like, oh, thank God, Sildar, you're here. And here, I've got another one for you. This one's alive though. And you can hear like shackles being brought out, and then comes Tarth in man shackles for the manservant. And then he starts heading back up the road towards the Stone Hill, but doesn't go in it. I'm just gonna borrow this for now. He gets here and then he brings him over to what you guys metagame wise know is the Town Master's Hall. He brings him over here. What do you guys when he goes past you guys, or what do you guys even do? I know Ulf goes down here. What do you guys do that are here at the Stone Hill when he comes up and starts heading to the square?
And he's got Sebastian and shackles behind him?
Yes. Not in front of him. He's like kind of the stuff.
Yeah, I'll go with them.
Okay.
Yeah, Poppy's gonna shuffle up behind them too, because
What about
Sebastian.
Tiberius follows behind.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
and
yeah,
he's just muttering flamboyantly, or muttering dramatically, if you can dramatically mutter.
They're the one and the same, flamboyant and dramatic.
Yeah, so he dramatically mutters about how he doesn't understand how this town works. It's nothing like the stories. I've performed so many heroes.
And so he just kind of knocks on the door, and let me switch pages here. Get his name correct. And a human, kind of well dressed, comes out. We don't have it for some reason. Where is it? Okay. So a human male. His name is Harbin. So that's how he is addressed by Saldar. And he says, "Oh, I got a live one for us." And obviously, we have room in the stocks now that the innocents have been freed. And so he just kind of takes them in, and the door kind of is left not open for you because unless you guys are right on his heels.
Yeah, I mean we're like if there's a porch, we're all standing on the. I mean,
Okay.
Tiberius is standing on the porch.
Sure. So as it starts closing, like you can knock on it, and he'll like, oh, hello. Good to see you there.
Yes, it appears as though your man, Silidar, he has absconded with our manservant. What is this in regards to?
This is terrible Tarth.
Yes,
This
well,
is
he's
a known fugitive.
he's quite humbled now that we killed all of his friends.
That wouldn't have stopped him. That's not no.
Tarth,
No.
did we kill all your friends?
Yeah.
My good man, we have slain his accomplices. We gave him a simple choice. Do you want to meet the same end as your friends, as we are heroes and adventurers? He said, I don't want to meet their same end. I'm Tarth. And we said, then you have but two choices. Meet their end, become our manservant. And he said, I'll gladly become your manservant, sir.
Yes, because the alternative is what the reality is. It is him being jailed for his, it's just mercenary work. But a lot of people have died due to these guys. A lot of money lost.
Yes,
He
I
belongs
know.
to us.
We killed several of his men. I know that lives were lost. We literally killed them.
Yes. Thank you. You've done us some great favor. However, that does not give you authority, and in fact, that makes you vigilantes. And vigilantes are kind of frowned upon here, despite our lack of law enforcement. It is still under martial law.
It was like self-defense.
Everyone here that we have spoken to says you don't have town guards. What martial?
Well, that's because they've all been killed.
So what martial law do you have to enforce? There is no marshals.
Well, I am a marshal of myself.
Oh.
In and of myself. I'm the town master.
So you wish to attack us then, if we are vigilantes that do not stand up to your
No,
justice?
I'm saying cease and desist.
Oh,
We didn't do anything. They we went there and they attacked us, and we just defended ourselves. We're
I'm sure that is exactly what happened.
innocent. And then we were like, "Oh my god, we can leave this guy alive." So we're
That doesn't mean this man can escape my arms of justice. He will remain jailed until our new town guard arrives from Neverwinter.
Whatever.
Good.
When will he arrive?
It is none of your business.
Well,
They arrive precisely when they mean to, like a wizard.
well,
God damn it.
as far as I can tell, there are still several dozen of the Red Brand that have absconded your manor house and have made it their headquarters.
It's ruins, yes. I mean, nobody's lived there for decades.
Well, we've fought several of them, and it's quite swarming with their men.
Did you kill all of them?
No, of course not, because vigilantism is
you
outlawed
You may
in
boast
Phandelver.
when you killed all of them and
No.
truly have liberated us.
Good.
But
Then
you just said we weren't allowed.
yes, vigilantism
you're
is frowned
fine.
upon in
It's a
Phandelver.
difference between boasting.
Oh no,
being-
I'm not boasting. I'm saying that there is quite a large number in the manor, and I wish
Yes.
you good luck, town master. I have to go find 2 dwarfs. Have a good day.
Bye.
And he turns on his heel, and he promptly walks back down the lane towards Stonehill. Super done with Phandalin.
Hey, you said those cards were coming from Neverwinter?
Yes.
Alright, we gotta go.
Hmm?
We gotta go.
We've got to go where?
I don't know, we gotta go.
Oh,
Dun dun dun.
backstory.
What'd you do?
No, don't tell us. Because then we're not accessories. Duh.
And she loves accessories.
I do, but not that kind. I want the shiny kind.
Oh god.
I mean, you didn't tell me you were running from the law, so.
Like you're learning right now, Mike.
Tell the DM.
Yep.
You're learning right now. God.
Okay, so what do you guys do? You guys go outside and
I mean, follow Tiberius. He's in a huff, and he's just not gonna shut up about it, so...
Yeah.
It's true. Tiberius is not going to shut up. His hands are going. He's loudly yelling loudly stage talking through the town square as he heads back to Stonehill.
oh, so you guys do head towards the Stone Hill?
Well, just Tiberius is at least.
Well, we're gonna follow him.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys get outside of the Stone Hill. Do you guys go in, or do you just sit out there for a minute and breathe in the cool air?
Yeah, he stands outside and stomps and continues to rant to no one. He pulls an elf and just starts talking when no one's around.
Okay.
Whereas Ulf goes in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So Ulf actually goes in. Okay. Ulf, when you go in here, you can realize it's actually a fairly new building. In the common room, it's a few locals are here. Most of them have ales or ciders, and all of them, when you walk in, look straight at you. You're clearly an outsider, let alone a half-elf outsider.
Assuming the population is like human entirely.
Oh yeah, it's all human, except for like the dwarf.
Sylvie's gonna follow him.
Okay. So yeah, what do you guys do when you go in? Do you go to the bar? Do you try to find a seat?
Ulf's gonna look at. I'm assuming Poppy's with us.
Yeah, she said she followed.
Ulf's gonna look at the.
Is there a porch?
Not really. I mean, there's kind of like a mud room. There's no real porch.
A mud.
Yeah, mud room. Yep.
A mud room? What the fuck is a mud room?
That's where you take your shoes off.
Yeah, where you take your shoes off when you get inside of a house. There's like a small room where you take your shoes off, put your coat, and then you can actually go into the house. To the rest of the house.
What kind of fancy shit is this? Okay.
It's New England. I don't know.
It's like a regular ass thing. Don't all
Yeah.
houses have that?
We don't got that in Oklahoma.
Do you guys have mud in Oklahoma?
Yeah, a lot of it.
Oh, man.
It just gets everywhere.
Clearly, you never made the leap from mud to mud room.
Yeah, apparently.
Mm-mm. Wow, okay.
It's just a small room. You take your jacket off, you take your muddy, gross shoes off, and then you head in.
Sometimes your hosts prepare like house slippers for you.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Or there's like a place you can rub your shoes off to get the mud off them in case you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
An umbrella stand, all sorts of neat things.
Yeah.
What am I missing out on?
unMadeGaming, teaching you about American
about American houses. Yeah.
All right.
On the East Coast, that's a pretty common thing.
So yeah, as everybody like
Yeah.
stares at us as we enter, Ulf's gonna look at the other two and go, "They're looking at you," and then proceed.
You are going in there covered in shit and piss and blood, so.
Not Ulf. He looks good.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, Poppy always looks good in red.
I think Poppy's like everything Poppy is wearing is just red all the time. Like maybe it wasn't red at one point, but it is now.
Yeah, it's a nice contrast with the blue hair. She's very fashion forward, you know.
Sure.
No. Yeah. So like, are they staring at us like, oh my god, what are these people? Or
No, they're just like so towards Sylvie and even you, Poppy. They're kind of like, oh, there's some of you kind around here, but the elves usually are pretty xenophobic, and so they're not used to seeing. Like they probably don't even know that you're a half elf. They probably assume that you're just a full elf. So they're kind of like, it's not like they're like, oh, who the fuck are these people coming in my bar? This is my tavern. So it's like, oh, there's some people I've never seen one of them before.
Yeah, Ulf is just gonna
okay.
approach the barman.
Okay, so you approach the bar, and behind it is a young human male, and he'll introduce himself as Toblin.
Hey,
How can I help you? What can I get you to drink?
I'm not a drinker. I think she is, and he points to Poppy.
I bet she is.
We came for rooms.
Well, perfect. How many rooms do you need? One big room to dogpile in, or separate rooms each?
Well, they're pretty small. But I don't know. I think Poppy probably
If you make us
punches in her
dogpile,
sleep
I
or
will
something.
kill you.
So maybe 4.
Four rooms. There's only 3 of you.
There's another
I
one.
mean, I'll take the money. I'll take the money. I'm sorry.
I don't even know if he could see me over the bar.
Probably not. If you're pretty stealthy, he probably doesn't even see you.
There's another one outside. His personality is pretty big. He'll need a big room.
Okay. He'll need the suite. The honeymoon suite.
He'll like that, yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Pay for it.
Oh man.
All for himself.
Okay. Give me 1 second. I need to grab my PHP real quick.
Yeah, so while Mike is doing that, I'll remind you guys, exclamation point tweet in the chat will get us, we are 8 out of 10 retweets until everyone gets advantage. We are 1 out of 5 followers, so if you want to hit that follow button, if you guys like what you're seeing, spread the word and tell your friends. Also, if you exclamation point holiday, we have a sweet holiday shirt that will be on sale currently until the end of December, and then it is gone for good. And also, I believe if you guys click on the donation section down below, that should link you to our new donations document that has all kinds of cool new documentation on all the sweet donations we have, which were ideas from the viewers. So definitely check that shit out. Yeah, that's it. Mike's back. You're back, Mike. Hey.
Sweet. So yeah, a room. Let me double check it here. A room. It's going to be modest, so it's 5 silver a night. I'll need 5 silver per person. Per night. I saw that, Toblerone. I thought that immediately, too.
Torbjorn.
Yeah, Poppy's gonna kind of look up at Ulf and just be like, so you're paying, right?
Well, I don't know if you know, but we kind of like saved the town a little while ago. That'd probably get us some kind of discount, right?
He's going to inside. He's going to give me a deception, first of all.
Yeah, that's fine.
And he's just going to have a flat 0. Actually, I'm going to give him a negative. No, we'll do that. You have a bonus to it. So I'm going to go ahead and say that it's a hard sell. He's like, how about this?
It's hard to read.
How about 2 silver a night and a free meal?
That's like good.
Yeah, that can probably work. You know what? I'll give you 3 silver a room, But can we, like, not mention that we're here right now? We kind of don't want to be disturbed tonight.
Oh, you guys, the humble crew here.
Yeah,
Just gonna say towns and not say a thing, huh?
yeah. I mean, you didn't meet Tiberius yet. You will. Sorry.
And as he apologizes for Tiberius being a person, the door walks in. The door walks in. The door walks right off the hinges. The door slams open or swings open.
The door walks.
That's going in a quote. Tiberius completely disregards the mudroom and just sort of stomps in and doesn't really look at anybody. He's like, and then you fight several bandits and you rescue the town, and they say, oh, vigilantism, and he's just imitating, like he's doing different voices for all the different people. And I'm Solar. Thank you for saving me from a cave. Now take your manservant. And then he just like wanders in and just starts walking to what he assumes is stairs. I assume it's like a 2-story building. He just starts like walking towards a room.
He's just walking towards a room.
Yep.
He's just
in a tizzy.
Yeah, that's the one. You should probably show him like where his room is. He's not gonna stop.
Well, good thing all the doors are locked, so he'll get upstairs and find that out shortly.
Fair enough. Yeah. With that, he pulls out 2 gold coins and like.
Okay, and he pulls out 4. He pulls out 4, and they're all numbered, and it's self-explanatory. Number, door, on each. So enjoy the night. If you want food, you're welcome to come down and get it to her for a modest 5 copper per meal. We can deliver it up to your room.
We can also deliver 10 retweets, guys. Everyone gets an advantage.
Another advantage, yeah.
Yeah, no, I think we'll be good coming down. I mean, just need a rest.
Okay, well, if you want breakfast in bed, make sure to order it tonight, and we can arrange that.
This place is classy. I like it.
As a manservant, bring it.
No, just a regular one.
We've had that.
He's an employee of mine. It's not, we don't believe in the slaver thing up here.
And then you hear loudly, and then the manservant is arrested. Then it trails off.
Back down.
No, it just trails off as he continues walking away.
I'm gonna go give him his key. Thanks. Yeah.
Enjoy your stay. Well, I'll keep it quiet, but thank you. Well, I'm sure we'll get the news tomorrow morning. Maybe it's a little bit late to start the excitement. It's only a light crowd. Only half the town is here. As you see, 6 people are in there.
Yeah, that's good, right? Hey, did you hear about new guards from Neverwinter coming?
I heard we had sent a request. I don't know if they're actually coming. They generally leave us to defend ourselves, and it's been really rough. That's why the Red Brands are here.
Oh.
I don't know if that... Did you come from Neverwinter? You're out of town. Maybe you have more news than I have.
I mean, I'm from a lot of places, but yeah, no. I'm gonna go.
That's what the Red Brands said. They're from a lot of places.
They were. They're dead.
Well, that's true. They're all dead. I guess.
And with that, all
dead now. Okay. Yeah, so if you guys aren't going to... Now, you said you're going to eat here, right? This is me, the DM, asking. You guys are going to eat in the hall, the normal area? Okay.
I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you guys get your keys. It's standard tavern fare. I'm sure they have, rabbit haunches and a stew. And it comes with half a loaf of bread and a mug of ale, all on the house. And they get to, I guess, what, do you guys sit together, I assume, all 3 of you? Or what's Tiberius doing? Are you still upstairs?
Yeah, Tiberius is just walking. He's just pacing the floor upstairs until he sees Ulf.
Yeah, Ulf's going to go give him his key before he goes to eat.
Okay. Are you going to let him know that there's free dinner for him if he wants it?
Yeah, probably mention it. I'm gonna go eat with the girls. They'll keep me safe.
Yes, they probably will. But here, no, wait, before you go, I forgot. All the excitement and distractions distracted me. And you can see he's very much less affluent. And he pulls out a pouch, and he says, "There's 30 gold pieces in here. Wait, no. There's 20 gold pieces in here. 10 is for you, and 10 is for Poppy. I already gave Sylvie hers."
Oh. That's a lot.
Yes,
Thanks.
it was for bringing back the Lion Shield Costa's goods. Yes.
Oh, it's good we did that then.
Yes. At least we have one ally in this town that doesn't seem to steal our manservant and call us vigilantes. They actually thanked us for doing good work. The work of adventurers.
You're still mad. I'm gonna
Noble
go.
profession. And he's just doing the Ulf ramble. The Lord's
Angrier and
the gods
louder.
work.
If anybody knows it's best to just walk away from that, it's Ulf, so he does.
By God's hammer.
And yeah, when he gets back down, he'll give Poppy her 10 gold.
Okay.
That's from Tiberius.
What is this for?
I'm pretty sure it's because you punched those guys.
Which ones?
You know, the ones that exploded. He's like looking at Sylvie and looking at Poppy, looking at Sylvie and looking at Poppy.
Just
What do you mean?
Poppy's
Exploded.
gonna.
Oh, it was messy. You guys weren't there. It was.
I think the only people. Wait, we weren't there,
No, Sylvie and.
but we got the gold.
Well, no, we. got,
Oh, okay. I was like, wait.
it's just
okay.
for you.
Okay.
So
She's gonna just add it to what she has. Not gonna question it anymore.
Mike, real quick, remind me, Yamo Albrecht? Is that a person? Where's he from?
Who?
Yamo Albrecht? The wizard from the Lord's Alliance? It's a name you gave us. It's in my notes.
the guy that Sildar is looking for is Iarno.
Yarno. That's what that
Yarno.
says. Yeah, but an R and an N in very tiny font looks like an M, Mike.
Yeah, I'm like, what the hell are you talking about?
Yep, Yarno. That's right.
Time to get some reading glasses, buddy.
Yep.
Put on your spectacles.
Yeah, because I gave you that in the handout, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to make that a hyphenated word, so that doesn't happen again. There we go. Now it looks like an R and an N. He's the guy that Sildar is looking for?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't know why I had him in my notes, and I was like, who the fuck is this wizard?
Let me make sure. Yeah, Lords of Alliance. Oh, Iarno Albrecht. Yes. Iarno.
Okay.
Yep. Yep. So you know that he's looking for him. He was supposed to come here to set up a constabulary, to set up the town guard itself,
Gotcha.
and yeah, obviously it hasn't happened. So what do you guys? So let's, Mike. What is Tiberius going to do? Is he going to go into his room, or is he going to go downstairs eventually?
No, he's going to his room.
Okay. So then we're going to go ahead and pen the scene back to Ulf and Sylvie and Poppy. You guys are there. You guys are eating. You guys are munching. And things seem to go back to normal now. Oh, okay. Outsiders, it happens sometimes here. A lot of people come here to try to, prospect the streams. But you overhear some stuff. If you so wish, you can overhear it better, or you just kind of hear it passively. But one thing that might spark up your ears a little bit is that they're talking about the orchard keeper. They keep saying something about him being a former adventurer, and that they've been trying to convince him to help with the Red Branch in any capacity. You kind of hear some that they talk about that snooty old man, too good to help out the little folk, that kind of thing. And you hear over here and a little bit from the innkeeper's wife that the ruffians murdered one of the townfolk and took his entire family with them to the manor. And you hear some other rumblings, but if you want to listen to more, you'd actually have to perceive, or you may go straight up to the people and ask. The bar is right now.
Yeah, I'm thinking if this guy used to be an adventurer, maybe he can come and help us.
Do you think we need help?
You died a bunch of times, so yeah.
But I didn't.
Yeah, but more help would be better.
Oh, What do you think?
This bread's pretty good.
I've had better.
So during that awkward silence, an old farmer comes up to you guys and says, "You guys were on the roads recently. Hi, my name is Narth. And, I was just hoping that, did you guys happen to see a young female lady out there who you might have seen her in the middle of town here along your travels along the road? She arrived shortly before you guys did. You guys know that you didn't, but that's up to you guys how to respond."
They're small, but they're girls. I don't.
No, my good elf. I'm talking about a normal human-sized woman.
Excuse me, a normal?
For
woman?
a human, yes. For a human, yes. She was normal height for a human. I meant no disrespect.
No.
And I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, she's an elf. I'm sorry, she's one of your sisterin, brethren, whatever you call each other. He's a little bit drunk at this point. You can smell the ale.
What did you say your name was?
Narth. And he kind of like burps a little bit as it comes out.
Which sounds a lot like Tarth.
Then Poppy rages out of nowhere.
Sebastian Senior here. Oh, but no matter. She left town. She gone a couple days. She came back and she was bruised up and she kind of bleeding a little bit. She went to the old apothecary and got herself patched up a bit. But just curious. You guys just came from the road and she came from that general area, so I figured maybe you guys had met previously, but it appears not.
What's your interest?
Oh, well. Pause. No. Well, she oversees the Shrine of Luck here in town, and, well, not many people leave town and come back to town wounded and then don't say anything about it. So I'm just trying to, I'm an old man and not much is going on here besides the hostage situation that we have for our entire town.
Well, yeah, there's that. You lost her?
I don't think I lost her. She left on her own accord and came back on her own accord, it seems.
But if she's back, then why do you want to?
I just wanted to know what happened to her. She doesn't want to talk about it.
You're pretty nosy.
I mean, this is a small town, all right? We all know each other.
Oh, right. Dad told me about places like this. So, no, we didn't see her. But should we?
Well, I mean, maybe you could help her. I don't know. Maybe she's more open to strangers for some reason. I don't know. I just thought it was curious. Maybe you could even ask her just to pester her. Maybe she'll just tell us and we'll all know and we don't have to bother anymore.
Well,
Whatever. If I see her, then I'll tell her.
she will.
Okay. Well, come to Old North. It's up on my farm, and you can tell me all about it.
So, Narth,
Yes.
I have a question for you.
Sure. What is your name, by the way? All of you. I have to. And he tries to introduce himself to you, and he gives you like a wet fish handshake because he's so drunk he doesn't really know how to. An old.
Ew, that's really disgusting.
It's not an actual wet fish.
No, it's not an actual wet fish.
It's just like a very limp. It's like a very limp handshake.
I know exactly what that is.
Okay.
Okay.
This isn't the mudroom again.
Yeah.
Anyways, so Poppy just kind of takes a finger and squeezes it and introduces herself. What is my fucking name? Poppy Spark Twerk. What is my name?
Short Torque.
Short Torque?
Yeah, the name you made for yourself. Oh my goodness.
Poppy Short. He kind of slurs.
Short.
Sures. Yeah.
Okay.
She just says her name is Sylvie and leaves it at that.
Silver. Okay, that's easy to remember. Have you?
I still think you're nosy, but I'm all.
Oh, I know. I'm friendly. And he gets a little bit handy with you, like an old man does.
Ooh.
Did you see the paper boy?
Oh, Nart.
Come down to my old farm, you strappy young lad.
I got popsicles.
Oh.
I got a graveyard. Ulf's in.
I got some dead bodies in my basement.
Okay.
You'll just be Master Elf then, okay.
Master Elf.
Have a good evening then. I'll let you finish your meals and get something.
Hey, she was talking to you.
He's drunk, so he doesn't. Yes. Hi, I'm Narth.
Yes, Narth. So, I have a question. How do you feel about being a manservant?
About being one or having one?
Being one.
Yeah, no, I have a farm to look after, and yeah, no, I don't have time to be a manservant.
You could leave your farm.
No. Trevor, you're more than welcome to visit the farm.
I don't know if you're really making a very convincing I don't know if you're making a very convincing argument there.
You can leave the farm and be a manservant.
Yeah, you can leave owning property and all this and become a manservant.
Yeah.
Well, see, if you're a manservant, you don't have to worry about the upkeep of a farm. See, we'll kind of take care of you.
We really
Sounds like
won't.
I'm supposed to take care of you. And look, you and your gnomish ways, they're foreign to me. You have a good night now. And he walks away.
Poppy
Whatever.
just sighs and puts her head against the table.
Sylvie reaches over and kind of pats her on the shoulder,
And then comes away with the dried blood.
yeah, just very, very lightly. She's like, we'll get you a servant. It's okay. The right one will come along.
First she had a goblin boyfriend, and then a human boyfriend, and now she wants a farmer boyfriend.
Okay, they're not boyfriends, they're servants.
Okay, whatever you say.
They're servants.
I mean, I guess sex serves, I guess. All right.
Hey!
Oh.
Yeah, what do you guys want to do? You guys see some...
Well,
Or you
until
can
that,
just be here being
that
lonely.
guy, until that guy interrupted, Ulf's interest was piqued at these mutterings of some murder and kidnapping.
Okay.
Could he pick up any of that?
Give me a perception.
Sure.
You just hear the words like murder and hold off to the family, hold off to the... Yeah, no, you definitely hear it. At 17, you kind of listen in closer, and you can definitely tell it's the innkeeper's wife. You didn't meet her, but you've seen them smooch each other or whatever. And it's like the local wood carver. Apparently he stood up to him about 10 days ago. And ever since then, well, they murdered him on the spot, obviously. We all saw that, but apparently they also took his family. That's why they've been missing. Apparently they've been taken for ransom, or not so much ransom, but perhaps as a message. Yep, and that's all.
Yeah, we should get this adventurer guy, and we should go and help those people and stuff.
If you want to go looking for him, you're more than welcome to.
Well, we have to go to bed and stuff.
Yeah, eventually. But there's an elf too, so I think we're supposed to figure that out.
We don't have to do anything we don't want to, technically.
That's true. But we got to figure out what we're going to tell Tiberius, because he's going to want to do all these things.
I say we tell him nothing, because either way he's going to find something for us to do. And it's best not to encourage him.
It's fair. All of these are fair. Tiberius and his fair.
But you do what you want.
Well, this elf person got hurt outside of town, and these other people are trapped in town, and this other warrior adventurer guy or whatever is in town, so we should maybe do the in town stuff.
You know, this town is really full of shit.
It super is.
And as soon as you say the word shit, you hear, oh, earmuffs. As a young boy actually was right beside you and you didn't see him.
How close is he?
He's pretty close. He's like within 2 feet to your right.
2 feet.
Close enough to smell the dried blood and viscera.
Yeah.
Yeah. But don't say naughty words.
Oh, I just wanted to say hi. My name's Pip. My dad owns this place.
Poppy just kind of like lifts her head off the table and just like stares him down. Just.
But it took like a little bit of effort because all the dried blood like glued it to the table.
Like you hear a little as she gets her face off, and she just looks at him.
Oh,
She goes,
scary.
"Fuck you, Pip," and then puts her head back down.
Well, fuck you too, lady. And he walks away.
Oh,
He starts walking away. Unless you can get his attention, he's gonna start walking.
she was gonna be like, "Do you know this like adventure guy?"
Adventure guy? Well, I thought you guys were the adventure guys. I heard you guys helped us. And
Yeah, but there's
killed
like
everyone. Go to the baddies.
another guy.
I mean, I know Sildar. He came in earlier. He has one of our rooms upstairs.
Is that the guy they were talking about?
Salazar?
No, you know Sildar is the guy we helped.
Yeah, you guys freed Sildar.
Yeah, we know about him, but like, okay, so that's not the guy they were talking about.
Oh, you're talking about Iarno, the one guy he was looking for.
No, the guy that they were
Yeah,
just talking about, the
Farm boy,
adventurer
yeah.
that the farm guy.
Oh, the orchard keeper.
Yeah.
Okay.
We know that Sildar does not own an orchard, so we know that it's not him.
Yeah, so if you say the orchard owner being an adventurer, he's like, oh yeah, his name is Darren, and but he says, and everybody else says that he used to adventure and help people, but he's really old now, and I don't think he's really too capable. You know, I don't know. Maybe he can help. I don't know. He's old.
He's old.
Ow.
He's like 17. I don't know.
Oh my
What
god,
the
that's
fuck?
He's a
old.
little kid. He doesn't know how to count. Doesn't know what numbers are.
Yeah.
They're poor town.
Wait, how young is Pip?
He's young. He's like, you're talking like 5'6".
5'6"? What the fuck is that?
5 years old, or maybe
Five,
6
five
years
or
old.
6. 5 or 6.
Yeah, he's 5'6". He's a little kid who's 5.
Oh,
6
5 or
years
6.
5 or
I
6.
thought you said 5'6".
Yeah, he's like 5'6".
And I was like, that doesn't. 5'6".
He's only the inflection.
5, comma 6.
5.
Okay.
4.
Oh, I didn't realize he was that young.
Yeah, no,
that
yeah,
doesn't
he's really
change
young.
Bobby's reaction, but
I wouldn't think it would.
yeah. Oh, okay.
So he tells you about that. It's like, well, I heard you guys already went to the house, the manor. Did you guys go in the front door or what? Because I heard that there's a secret door to the side.
In the side. We went in the basement.
Well, that you would assume that you're talking about the same place.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we went in that way.
Oh, okay. Well, then never mind.
Why?
I heard that the alder leaves. I heard Carp had found a way in through the side.
Hold on, did Pip just say fuck again?
No, I don't know what I said that was close to fuck, but
Okay. Sorry.
So
Carp. I said Carp. I don't know if that's what you're thinking of.
he's talking about the entrance that we went in?
You can assume as much. Yeah, he's talking about the side entrance, a tunnel underneath the manor, and that's exactly. You know, if it's a tunnel, you can assume it's the same place that you guys went in because you guys kind of went through a cave.
Yeah, we went in there and they were like monsters.
Oh yeah, I've seen some big furry, ugly bandits. Yeah, Carp and I saw them the other day, just outside of town.
Yeah.
They're like scary.
They are. We ran away real fast before they could see us.
That's good.
Poppy, this guy's going to.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Now Poppy's gonna kind of lift her head again and kind of like tilt her head back to look down at the kid, and she's just gonna kind of grin. So do you wanna, since you seem to know so much about this manor, you wanna come with us next time?
No.
How'd you like to become an adventurer?
No, no, I can't. No, you scare me. I
Fucking Sylvie. No.
He's like looking at her, doing the no, and he's like, yeah, no.
She's making more hand signs. No.
Child slavery is illegal, Poppy. Get over it.
God damn it.
It's okay. Thanks for the tip. She's pretty scary. You should go play.
Okay. I like you. And he walks away. I like your ears.
You know who else likes his ears? Lazy Mermaiden, arise, minion, and welcome to the graveyard.
Yeah, what do you guys want to do? You guys have a couple leads here. There's some other conversations.
That name so much.
I'm gonna make a perception check
to eavesdrop.
Yeah.
Alrighty, go ahead and give it to me. I was gonna say advantage. Yeah, go ahead and do advantage at this point because you're like really peaked for rumors. So.
Ooh.
Oh, you had advantage anyways, considering, but
that's true.
You all have advantages.
Click it. Did it go?
It didn't. I could click on your character sheet for you and do it if you so wish.
Your computer does hate Roll20.
What happens this time? Roll20 hates me particularly.
It's rough.
Like all of my players know that it has a particular hate for me.
It's pretty rough.
It's coming. It'll just be a while. It'll
Takes its sweet time.
Take a while.
There it is.
Okay,
8 or 11.
so it's an 11. So
that's not very good.
It's not, but it's enough. You catch. Let me find the one that you catch with an 11. Let me just double check. You catch one of the ladies there who was also the tavern owner's wife was talking to another woman, and she was there like with baskets, and you could see them exchanging baskets and things like that. But you overhear her saying something about, I don't understand why they never go to the miners' exchange. It's always the little guys that they have to scrounge every last coin and copper that we have. I don't understand why they never go over there and bug them for money. They have the most of it.
The miners' exchange. Where's that?
I mean, you kind of came close. So if you want, I can see this as a freebie. On the map itself, you guys went to the side entrance and the back entrance of the coster to drop off the goods. You would have seen the sign that said Miners Exchange right here. I could give you that as a freebie. Like it kind of like it sounds familiar, so it's, it's somewhere close in town that you've been to, and you've only been to like 2 places.
So that place has money, but they haven't hit it yet.
Not so much that they. Well, okay, yeah. I mean, that could be your assumption. It could be that they either haven't hit it yet, or they just have not. There's some other deal could be happening. You don't really know.
Yeah, my assumption would be that they're on the take or they're involved somehow.
Okay.
That's my assumption. I'm going to quietly tell the others that this is what I think.
Okay. How do you guys respond when she says something about the crookedness of the miners' exchange?
Potential crooked.
Well, potential, yes. Alleged crookedness.
That's how business is done.
Yeah.
But if we check in there, maybe they know something about this mine.
There's like so many things.
Considering that's their job is to know about mines, that's a good point. I didn't even think of that myself.
There's a lot of things, but I mean, Gundren, we should probably find him eventually, right? Might be dead.
That's a possibility.
You guys do know that he was hauled off to Cragmaw Castle. You just don't know where that is yet.
Yeah.
Just so you guys remember that name. You know what name that is.
Maybe if we help people in this town, then they'll help us. So
I mean, if you want to go through the trouble of that.
What's the worst that could happen? You already died a bunch and you're fine.
That's true. But do I really want to socialize with these people?
That's why we got Tiberius.
It's not socializing, it's manipulating. Totally different.
That's why we got Sylvie.
And what do we have you for?
Magic? Duh.
I got that, right? Some of these quotes, I swear.
We got the boy's mouth. Oh.
Guys, we have some great ones in there.
We do.
We should probably just sleep on it. Maybe
Yeah.
it'll come to us in the night. We should actually tell Tiberius, and then.
Okay. Are you like, you're all out of spells and stuff, right? Like,
Oh yeah, everybody's pretty well tapped after that last one.
Okay.
I mean,
All right.
if I've eaten for an hour, I've got him back.
Alright, well, let's go to out and have a nap.
Yeah, I think barring anything else, Elf's just going to finish his meal and
Okay.
have a
Yeah.
rest.
You guys don't want to go in on their amazing deal on bed and breakfast for 5 copper each?
Yeah, I don't want to eat with the plebe.
I don't want anybody coming into my room.
Alright, yeah. You teach their
Well, yeah, if nobody else is, then I'll go down in the morning to eat too.
Okay. Okay, yeah, so you guys go to bed. During all this, did Tiberius just go to bed?
Yes.
Without food?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's too upset.
So you guys go to bed, you each have your own room. You know, bed happens, you're in a town, you're in an inn. It's a comfy enough bed. Yeah, so morning comes up. Does anybody wake up? What time would you guys assume that you would wake up? Early, sleep in a little bit?
Poppy's. She would probably end up sleeping in quite a bit.
Like how much? Are we talking like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock?
Probably around 10 o'clock, 10 or 11, because she's just.
Okay,
Yeah.
so at 10:30, if you're still asleep, there's a knock on the door. You have to be out, like most hotels, you have to leave by 11, so
Yeah,
by 11. So there's a knock on the door, you know, friendly wake-up call and reminder.
yeah.
If you wish to stay another night, there is a fee you have to pay, an additional fee, and that is a modest 3 silver.
No, we're okay.
Okay.
Well, for now.
That's if you guys choose to sleep in that late.
Okay, they're like outside the
You guys
door
got there
saying
pretty
this.
late. Well, you guys, yeah, I mean, yeah, unless like if you so wish, you can continue staying here and you know, just make sure this evening to pay the 3 silver pieces for an additional night.
It's a good deal.
You know what's the
Poppy's
we like
just-
a good deal.
Poppy's just gonna yell "fuck off" at the door and roll over and go back to sleep.
It's fair.
That's move on to the next one because they don't get paid enough to deal with your shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah. You guys, what time do you guys get up though? In all seriousness, what time does the rest of the group kind of get up and go downstairs?
I
And
think
you all don't have to go down at once. But
Ulf's room was probably next to Tiberius's, so whenever he wakes up, still all pompous and speaking loud, he'd wake up at that point.
I mean, he only has one volume setting.
Yeah.
and it's set to actor.
It's obnoxious.
It's set to stage.
Yeah, it's set to stage. Exit. Stage left.
Stage left.
Yeah, I don't know, man. He might be. He might just be quiet.
What?
Yeah, he might be. He might be quiet. He's quite
Alright.
sullen. He's
You heard
sullen.
it here first.
Well, yeah, Sylvie, once she's had sufficient sleep, she will,
Yeah, so you guys get up, what, like 9 o'clock at the latest? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
You guys were good. You guys were there until like midnight downstairs and all that.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys get up around 9. You guys, you know, they're starting to, you know, stop breakfast, but they have just enough for some eggs and sausage and beans and toast, and a couple fried tomatoes for each of you. Typical, older European breakfast. Yeah, so you guys get that, and you notice there's a slightly different crowd in here. You see some guys in what looks like miners' attire. At least just one guy is. But there's not very many people in there. There's, maybe 2 or 3 people.
Miners, eh?
One of them's a miner, yes.
I will.
Like a minor or a minor?
A miner, as in from the miners' exchange.
Okay.
Or you would assume as much.
Maybe I will...
Yeah, when you guys get down... Oh, sorry. My volume just went loud. I just interrupted somebody. Go ahead.
Oh, no, it's okay.
My damn switch just turned all the way down, and I was like, I can't hear anyone. I'm going to talk now. But then I saw mouths moving, and I was like, that can't be right. That's contrasting.
And that's different from usual because...
I was going to say that you see Tiberius talking to whoever the bartender's name was, which he doesn't know.
The bartender is Toblin.
Yeah, he doesn't know that.
Okay.
But I guess he would know because he's talking to him. Yeah, so he's talking to Toblerone.
Good morning, it's do you feel better this morning? You seemed a little, maybe under the weather last night.
He says, yes, Toblerone, I don't understand how things work in this town, but it appears as though we cannot escape and we are going to be here for quite some time. Now, I don't know if you know who I am, if my reputation precedes me. I'm not just a hero of these traveling companions of mine. I am Tiberius Caldwell, from Neverwinter, and also of Waterdeep. The one and only Tiberius Caldwell, my good man.
And he's just like
claps coming down the stairs. he is.
Yeah.
Do you keep calling him Toblerone?
Yeah, I did.
Toblerone was my father, good Tiberius.
Oh, well, the comparison is
you knew my
uncanny.
father.
I believe so. He look just like you.
Well, that is true.
Yes, well, then, yes, of course. I must have met him in my travels. But
He never left the town, but
well, maybe I've been here before and I just haven't realized it. More to the point, my good man. I see you have no people of my stature here. There's no musicians. There's no jugglers even. Now, what say you if I would perform here during the night, acting the great stories of our history?
I think the whole town would find that quite entertaining. We might even bring in some people.
Well, then, good.
Slow, as you know. Up until now, people might rejoice. I heard that in the quiet of the night, you guys had liberated us from the... I don't know why I keep mocking you. Liberated us from the Red Brands.
Oh, yes.
I think
Almost.
I think maybe you even tell us the story of how you did that.
Well, of course. I don't see any reason why I couldn't. I could also tell you a myriad of other stories. I've been to such wondrous places as Baldur's Gate.
I've heard stories. I've barely heard stories. We don't get very many bards up this way to tell us the tales, but I've heard one of Baldur's Gate.
Yes. Well, perhaps I could stay here, and I will perform for you each night that I am here.
Yes. I would say that would be more than worth the lodgings, so yes.
Good.
Lodgings and a meal.
Then I will see you tonight.
Yes.
And he takes his meal or whatever.
Okay.
Or
So you just sit down with the rest of them?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, what do you guys do? You guys kind of sit down at the table and discuss things, or what?
Yeah, maybe.
One miner who's there with, miner's clothes.
Yeah, I think we should maybe ask the miner about some stuff. About what could we ask him?
The Lost Mine, right? There's something about
Lost.
It's lost. Nobody knows. But maybe he does. He's a miner.
We'll go ask him.
Uh,
And maybe ask him why the Red Friends didn't, steal their money.
oh, yeah. Yeah, all right. I think Ulf will approach this miner, and without social graces kind of just sit at his table.
Just kind of just sit down while he's scarfing down these beans and toast and all that.
Yeah, sit down and wait to be addressed.
And he's got like a mouthful of food, and he's just got beans and egg yolk coming out. He's like, "How are you?" You know, with the T's and all that, the hard sounds, kind of spitting food across the table at you.
That is so arousing.
I'm off. You're a miner, right?
Oh, what gave it away is he kind of like has his hat on, the miner hat with like a candle on it.
It's all the shit on your face. Yeah, you're dirty.
Well, it's dirty work, but it's good paying work.
Yeah,
Not that you elves would know about that.
sure. You know, I heard that like everybody in this town got their money taken.
Most of the town, yes. I'm sure they've been a little cash poor since the fuck nuggets came in, but I heard that's, I haven't had too much trouble. You pay the protection money and it's good to go. Life is fine.
Yeah, so your bosses are paying you good. How come they got money to pay you good? Because they pay protection?
I'm sure they pay the protection. They know that, sometimes doing business in the more remote parts of the world, there's some local costs and fees.
Yeah. Yeah, Dad,
you find precious minerals and gems, so it's good paying work. It's good product.
So you're not like a criminal then?
Well, I don't think I am. I mean, I don't do anything illegal. The laws are kind of loose here, but I haven't broken the ones that exist.
Good. We killed a bunch of those Red Brand guys.
What, did you not pay them and they attacked you, or what?
Oh, they didn't ask us to pay them. They just... Poppy, she's not here yet, but she punched one so hard he exploded.
Oh, she must be a giant.
Pretty much, yeah.
I've not seen a giant. What time did she come in? I didn't see her last night.
You'll know her when you see her.
I look forward to seeing. Maybe she can get the frisbee we threw on Old Man Jenkins' roof house. We could just...
Old Man Jenkins, come on.
Jenkins.
I bet she could, yeah. You'd have to ask her nice, though. She's not friendly.
Well, I would assume as much if she could punch a man to oblivion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, okay, that's done. But do you have, like, there's this lost mine we heard about on the way in. And we were hoping you knew where it was.
Lost mine? I mean, I don't remember us losing any mines recently.
No, it's not recent. It's old. They talked about it like it's Phandelver.
Phandelver. Oh, we've all heard of Phandelver. The tales are old, 500 years or so.
Yeah.
It's supposed to not be far from here, but as far as I know, it's been ruined and buried, and nobody's ever seen it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
I mean,
you're a miner.
Yeah.
Sounds like it's lost.
Oh.
Well, we heard that we've come across some sort of something or other to the east of here, but it just seems like a big open cavern. I don't remember it being anything magnificent.
Yeah.
Cavern? Weren't we supposed to... Wasn't there, like, Wave Echo Cave or something that we were supposed to be looking for?
That was a thing, too, wasn't it?
It was.
The waves in there, they echo.
What about this Cragmaw keep place?
Cragmaw, I mean,
Switzerland.
you might want to ask some of the other folks who actually go to that part. I don't know. I think mostly those who come. That's where all the goblins and nasty other thugs come from. It is apparently from Cragmaw Castle. I would assume if you you left prisoners, right? I heard we had some saviors in town here, so you guys left prisoners, right? You didn't kill all the nasty bandits, right?
Oh yeah, they were putting him in the stocks, so he's probably got raped. I don't think he's gonna want to talk to us anymore.
Well, were you the ones who raped him?
No,
Venus.
in Neverwinter, that's just kind of how it goes.
Well, there are a bunch of void touches up there, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I just figured you're salt of the earth kind of guy. You're a miner, and you'd know these things. But I guess not. I'm gonna go eat breakfast.
I guess I'll be maybe cave. Maybe roll persuasion to see if I want to tell you that.
I can get down with that.
Yeah, give you persuasion.
Also, persuasion isn't so persuasive as it is annoying until they.
Yeah. It's the persistence, not the persuasion.
Yeah.
13 is enough. Well, we found a cave and it's got underground water in it and seems to move on its own a bit. I don't know it. I don't know. We just recently found it. And,
is that the one to the east?
Yeah, that's the one to the east.
Like far, because my friend.
It's underground. It's hard. We'd have to triangulate the hypotenuse of it, but I'd say it's about 10, 15 miles out.
Okay. No, that's pretty good. Any landmarks we could look for?
I don't know. I've only been underground. But, you brought up Cragmaw Castle.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about Cragmaw Castle. Maybe this is in the same area, but I heard the town master we were having issues with raiders from the north. Maybe that's it. They've been seen on the Tribor Trail. I'm sure you might yourselves. I heard that you guys were also at Calcid on the Trail.
Yeah.
We could go talk to the town master. He might have more information on Cragmaw and their whole band there.
We could also talk to Lord Kendar. Arise, minion, and welcome to the graveyard.
Yeah, sure. He seemed pretty nice. We'll talk to him later, maybe.
Okay, later then, Penny.
Have a good breakfast. Thanks.
Hey, thank you too. When you guys start shoveling it back in.
And with that, Ulf is going to, in the most tedious way, relay everything he found out to the others back at the table.
You do it. We're going to go ahead and skip over that.
Yeah, we already saw it once. Thanks.
Yep.
Yeah.
So what do you guys want to do? You have several options ahead of you right now.
So, since Tiberius wasn't there, I didn't write anything down. What were the options now?
So, I happen to have it written down all on my own.
Mm-hmm.
You know that the old farmer says something about the elf woman who runs the Shrine of Luck in the middle of town? You know that there was some gossip about the orchard owner being a former adventurer. You heard that his first name was Darren, or Daran, D-A-R-A-N. You just happen to magically know how to spell his name.
Yep.
Then you just talked to the miner. He's talking about potential location for the Wave Echo Cave, and to talk to the town master more about these invaders from the north, these orcs. He might know more about Cragmaw Castle, perhaps. Then you heard about a local woodcarver being murdered in the streets, and his family's gone missing, and they just assume that they've also been murdered. Perhaps worse. Then you had the young boy told you something you guys already know. That's the side entrance. And then you have people talking, and what prompted you guys to talk to the miner in the first place is that the exchange seems to be hit the softest. They're not hitting it hard. So you assume there's something fishy going on there.
By the red brand, we're assuming.
By the red brands, yep.
Now, did I hear correctly in Ulf's recapping of whatever he just, monotoned on for?
Yeah.
That they are paying protection money?
Well, I mean, everybody, yeah. From that, he would have, I don't know how well Ulf would have said something, but yeah, they are paying protection money, just like everybody else should be.
Okay, everyone else is, okay.
Like, they should be, like, that's in quotes, like, to the exchange, that's a payment of business here.
Okay.
It probably wouldn't have been a terribly important detail to Ulf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the main thing you know is that, yes, they are paying protection money.
Okay.
Or so you would assume.
Sure.
Because you only talk to a miner, so it's like, yeah, if we're not getting hit that hard, I guess they're paying protection money.
Yeah. Did I know Toblerone's last name, Mike?
He didn't tell it to anybody, but assuming that his bar is named Stonehill, that his last name is Stonehill.
Okay.
I think that's actually his last name. Yep, it is.
Okay. Toblerone Stonehill. Got it.
Yep. Old Toby.
Old Toblerone. Old Rony.
Old
Old Rony.
Oh.
Done and done. Yarmo. Who is Yamo?
Yeah, like that confused me the word because that's not even close to Yarno.
Yeah. Well, like I said, it's an R and an N. It looks like an M, like side by side.
No, that's happened plenty of times for me.
Yeah. Yeah. So I guess you drone on about this, all the recap from last night and today, and Tiberius just kind of grumpily eats his food.
Okay.
So, what do you think we should do?
That's to everybody. You guys open forum to discuss this. And actually, while you guys do that, I think I need to hit the head real quick.
Yeah.
So if you guys don't mind, discuss that while I'm away, and I'll be back in a few seconds.
You hit it. I'd hit it. Yeah, Tiberius just grumbles over whatever food they have, and just kind of prison style eats his food. He looks dejected.
Why are you so mad? What's the matter with you?
This is not how my stories work. Adventurers, they ride into town and they are lifted up on the shoulders of townspeople. This is not what has happened here. They have essentially called us criminals. No better than these bandits. It is unheard of.
We only did half the job.
Even still, even 1/4 of the job is not worth being called a criminal. I don't know how I feel about this adventuring gig. Perhaps acting was where my calling was. I don't know if I'm cut out to be an adventurer, if this is the thanks we get.
I mean, honestly, if you think you get thanked for everything you do, you haven't, lived in the world. And if you're gonna, give up because of this, then you're just a big weenie, and I don't care.
He says, What world do you live in? I am thanked for every performance I put on. It's customary in my line of business.
Nobody has ever thanked me for, anything ever in my entire life.
If I believe your stories are correct, you steal from people on the regular. Why would anyone thank you for that?
No. I didn't do that.
On the regs.
Ever.
I believe you told us that's why Gunderson hired you.
No.
This could only be good. What did I walk in on?
Sylvie said, if you expect everyone to thank you for doing your job, then you haven't lived in the world. And I said, I'm an actor. Everyone thanks me. It's customary. So she said, no one thanks me. And I said, don't you just steal from people? Why would they thank you?
You have a point.
No, I do not.
Ulf's gonna rummage around inside his coat and pull out the skull. Tiberius. The show must go on.
God damn it.
Oh, Christ.
Skull motivation.
Tiberius has his fork and knife in his hand, and he slams the table and drinks shake and orange juice spills or whatever, blue milk or something, I don't know. And he stands to his feet and he says, "You know what, Ulf? You are correct, my adventuring companion. The show must go on." And he sweeps his cape and begins to walk out with nowhere to go. He just has a dramatic exit, throws his cape, and just heads towards the door. He will then wait on the porch.
Plan.
No, he has no idea. It was a perfect exit, Mike. You can't just leave that hanging there. You have to take it. It's like when you walk out on an angry argument and slam the door, you can't walk back in and get your keys.
Yeah,
now you just stay outside.
It's like having a flip phone in the angry conversation.
Yeah, it's the same thing, yeah. It's a perfect end note. Exit stage left.
Yep.
Yeah, so you guys are alone at the table with your drinks possibly spilled, and Tiberius is left outside. And is now pacing the porch, trying to figure it out.
Such a drama queen.
Do you want to go get Poppy? I'm kind of scared too.
Okay.
Yeah, because Poppy's still in her room.
Oh, that's right. Poppy's
point.
still in a room.
Okay, so
Yeah, I
I'm
didn't get any of this.
gonna go get Poppy.
Okay, yeah. You guys feel free to roleplay that. How would Poppy awake to such a rude awakening?
She's knocking on the door and she'd be like, Poppy, you need to like get up and stuff.
Wait, did you say open the door or come to the door?
No, knock on the door.
So on the other side of the door, you hear a sharp and sudden thud that you can't quite distinguish. And you are, at this point,
Are you hanging
more than
yourself?
welcome to open the door.
Yeah, she'll open the door.
Well, as you open the door, on the frame, there is a hand axe that has been thrown because Poppy is still in bed, and she is not happy.
We have to get up because Tiberius is like being a drama queen and we have all this stuff to do. And it's like, oh my god. Like,
That is what it's like.
whatever.
Isn't that how he always is?
But like, more than usual.
I just like to think it's like a full-size person bed, and it's just you're just hearing angry grunts from underneath a ball of covers in the center of the bed. That,
Like, there's like
there's-
cones around.
yeah,
the
there's like one arm out of the bed where she threw
Yeah.
the axe from and just didn't recoil the arms. It's just limp there, and she's just like a fucking 2-foot ball of person of
It's like a
anger.
down quilt, so she has to like leave like a leg out.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you're gonna be in an oven.
Right.
Oh, right, true. Yeah, you got the leggy out.
Yeah.
Stick my leggy out.
God damn it.
Oh wow.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Well,
Alright.
if it's worse than normal, why would I want to get up?
Because we have like a bunch of people to kill and stuff, and if he starts without us, then like, I don't know. That's like bad for you. I know you don't like that.
At that point, she kind of like moves the covers so she can just kind of stare out. Her eyes narrowed because of the bright lights. And she's like, fine, give me 5 minutes.
Whatever. And she just goes back upstairs.
Okay. And at this point, she's going to kind of like gather herself and I guess do a quick, because she didn't bathe last night, so she's still gross. Do a quick kind of
Does she
wipe
often?
down with a wet cloth.
Does she often bathe? Is that like a standard
She
procedure?
likes the blood. She likes the blood. She wants to keep it on as long as she can. I mean, did you bathe last night?
I mean, he's an adventurer now. It comes with the job.
You gotta have that muscle.
Shia LaBeouf.
you know,
You do what the Shia LaBeouf method
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, Sylvie definitely likes being clean when she can be. Yeah.
yeah. So Poppy's gonna get most of the blood off and get dressed and pry her axe from
Yeah.
the.
So if there's like a wooden bowl and a jug of water, a pitcher of water, like you can like wash your face.
Yeah.
Well, she probably needs to wash like her entire body.
She needs to wash the entire bed. It just looks like somebody had
An accident.
Aunt Marge visited them in the night.
But yeah, and she just, her eyes are still narrowed, not quite woken up, and just kind of stomps down the stairs after the others.
Yeah, so yeah, you guys see her coming down the stairs, stomping on away.
And she's still holding the axe. She hasn't put it up quite yet.
I just kind of act like this is completely normal for her because, well, it kind of is. And,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, okay, whatever, let's go get Tiberius or something. What are we doing? What are we doing?
I don't know. He'll have a plan.
Who does?
Tiberius, you know him.
Does he ever have a plan?
Yeah.
Well, right now his plan is being a big whiny baby, so
It
Yeah.
happens. Better than being loud.
Oh god. Yeah. So I guess Poppy's gonna just kind of like grab a loaf of bread or half a loaf off of somebody's plate.
Yep, I'm sure somebody didn't eat theirs, so you
Yeah.
definitely find
Yeah.
some.
And she's just gonna start eating that and just kind of heading out the door.
Yeah, I'll follow her out. I get all my stuff and go.
Okay, yeah. So you guys ready to head outside, following after old Tibby?
Yep.
Yeah.
Old titty, yeah. Let's
Yep.
go.
It's Tibby with a B. Like,
Tibby.
there's no.
The bee.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Hey, if you're gonna get everybody's name wrong, we can get your name.
Yeah, but I do, but I get it close. Like Toblin, Toblerone, it's all the same letters. Yeah,
I mean, Tibby and Titty are pretty close too.
but there's no D's in his name.
Yeah.
Titty? I don't know.
So yeah.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that one.
So before we go any further, I made a healing potion macro,
Right, Titty Codwell, let's go.
so you guys can add that to your bar if you guys know how to do macros.
Ooh,
You just add it to your bar and click it, and you're good to go.
I also have one. So
Wait, what?
There's a thing called macros in Roll20. So on the tab left of the cogwheel, it's called collections. Click on that, and there's a subsection called macros, the first subsection. And there's one called healing potions. So check the box in bar, and then check the box right below that saying show macro quick bar. And now below player name
Okay.
map, you now see a macro that automatically rolls 2d4 plus 2.
I wasn't sure how that. Okay.
Yeah.
How the macros worked in this. That's neat.
So that's
Okay.
like the simplest version of macros. So I'm gonna let you guys know. You guys don't have to type it out every time. So yeah, Tiberius, what were you up to when you went outside?
he was pacing back and forth, recalling all the information that Ulf relayed to him, and he was marveling over the fact that we just hit 500 fucking followers, guys.
Oh, sweet.
So yeah, thanks for pointing that out, Ash. But yeah, we just hit 500 followers. So I'll just take this quick second right here to announce, guys. Hey, 500 followers was our goal, and we're doing a 12-hour stream on December 17th. It's 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, 2.5 weeks.
Something like that, yeah.
And we're also doing community night this Saturday. This Saturday is community night. So the 10th is community night, and 12-hour stream is on the 17th. So our next goal is 600. Let's hit 600 in January and do another 12-hour stream during that time. So, guys, thanks for those follows. Don't forget, if you like the show, if you like hanging out with us, feel free to hit that follow button. Feel free to hit that retweet as well and get these guys some advantages on their attacks and ability rolls. We are 2 followers away from advantage there, and we are, I think, 5 away from a retweet advantage. So feel free to come do that, and feel free to come hang out and join our Discord. And yeah, back to you, Mike. Yeah, so he was pacing and wondering, trying to formulate a plan.
Sure. Okay, yeah, no, these guys come out to the mud room as well, or outside, wherever you are.
Yeah.
And you see you pacing. What do you guys do?
Ulf, in usual fashion, just kind of stares at Tiberius expectantly.
Yep.
Yeah, Poppy's gonna go out there and just sigh, squinting because of the sun, and it burns. So, what's the plan?
Tiberius looks at his notes.
God damn it.
So, Mike, would you say we know where the Shrine of Luck is and where the Woodworker is because we walked by
Yes,
them?
because you've walked through there, yes.
Okay, so we know that the shrine is like literally right next door.
Yes.
And what
You
was
can
the
assume as much, yeah.
what was the information that she was missing? The Elf Shrine Maiden was missing.
No, that she had left town,
Yep.
gotten beat up somewhere, and then came back to town, all beat up looking. You don't really know what happened. They just know she left looking fine, came back looking beat up.
Okay. Yes, he looks to the rest of the group and he says, "Well, it appears as though we have a bevy of information in this town. It feels as though they are in great need of adventurers, despite their town master treating us as if we are vigilantes and criminals. I suppose we can depose him at one point in time, but that's further on down the line. That's Act 2. Act 1, we must ground ourselves as heroes of Phandelver. what say we do some reconnaissance and find out... Sorry, that means that we go and find out more information about these quests we found. And he looks at Poppy. It appears as though everyone who has quests is conveniently located in this town. We should go forth and speak with them and find more details about their current goings-on and what they need us to do. And right there, and he points across the way, I believe that is a shrine. You said something about an elf woman who was assaulted. Perhaps we can start there.
How about you shut up and lead us?
You are a grumpy, tiny person in the mornings. Granted, you are a grumpy, tiny person at all times of the day. But I just... Glad you know. And he walks off. He walks off towards the shrine.
And she just follows him.
Yeah, I'll follow.
Okay, yeah, you guys follow? Give me 1 second. I'm trying to figure out a color that's actually going to work.
I mean, the thing itself stands out pretty well.
Does it? I don't know. To me, it kind of lost it a couple times, but
yeah, it's bright purple on my screen.
Yep.
All right, cool. Yeah, so you guys head over to there.
We walk over here.
You see a young female elf who is just sitting there, kind of contemplating. Not so much contemplating, but you can tell she's just minding the shrine. She's just sitting there. Not so much in a prayer, but she's just looking at it and, kind of maybe cleaning it, some smudges from it.
Now, what is this shrine?
I'll be honest, I fucking hate this world. Mm-hmm. So, this is the goddess Timora of luck and good fortune.
Yeah. Let me go ahead and just Google that. I'm going to wiki it.
That's not my god.
Nope. As far unless any of you guys are religious and want to do a religion check on the goddess.
Yeah, Sylvie is actually a follower of Mass.
Okay.
She has some religion.
Sure, Timora.
Come on.
Yeah, I assume she's one of the core gods, so I assume we'd have some kind of knowledge of her.
Yeah, you just know that she's Lady Luck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you were super religious, I mean that's up to you.
Nope.
Well, apparently Poppy is somewhat familiar with religion, though she doesn't follow any particular brand of it herself.
Okay. Oh wow, it's funny. What are you trying to find out? Just more information about her in general?
Yeah, and what usually goes on at her shrines, what's the the procedure?
Sure. You know that she's the goddess of change and luck, which is obviously in the name. She's not so much evil, but you know that she's been associated with chaos, and not so much chaos as in bad things, but chaos as in disruption of order, which is exactly what change is, and sometimes travel as well. You know that her symbol is a silver coin with her face and some shamrocks. And you know that she has a couple factions, not so much factions, but worshippers and orders, the Fate Makers, the Testers, the Fellows of Free Fate, and the Harpers. Harpers would require a history check or some sort of intelligence check to see what they're more about as far as these actual factions, whether you want to know about the Fellows of Free Fate, Testers Fate. You know what, you can assume that she's part of the Harpers. Maybe she's a harper or something like that. You can maybe gather that much.
Okay.
Yeah.
She'll so what do you typically do at the shrine? Is there an offering bowl or
I'll be honest, I didn't look into the gods.
Just make it up.
Yeah. So I would assume that there is kind of a small wishing well, if you will, and you kind of make your wish, toss the coin, and that's it. That's the biggest thing that goes on here.
All right, so yeah, Sylvie's gonna go and do that. She'll toss a coin in.
Okay.
I do have a question. How deep is this well? Is it a shallow little fountain or a well?
It's like a fountain. It's maybe a foot deep, and it's only like 3 feet across in diameter, so it's not very big.
Okay.
How deep is your
Noted.
love, though?
How deep what?
Go there.
How deep is your love? How deep
How deep is your
love? Nope.
Oh, I appreciate you.
Thanks, buddy. I'm here for your entertainment. Literally.
Yeah, so what do you guys do? I see a couple of
Hey.
you.
She's like, oh, this is a really nice shrine and stuff.
He's just kind of like standing back, fixing his eyebrows, checking his lapel.
trying
So
to
you said that there was like
Gussy enough.
was the woman at the shrine an elf?
Yeah,
You said?
she's enough.
What does she look like? Does she look like battered and bruised, like all these recent attacks?
Okay.
They're not too recent. I mean, they're like a day or two old as far as like you can see like ointment is still on them. It's mostly that she's bruised, not so much that she has actual cuts on her.
Okay.
She had.
You roboted out, so I didn't hear
Okay.
anything you just said.
Yeah. Don't know what that was.
That's probably for the best.
Okay. She just returned wounded and exhausted. That is all that he told you. She just seemed very tired and injured. No other thing.
Yeah.
You can tell her.
So,
So, is this
Sylvie
the
will
lady?
tell you-
Sorry, you both were going, so
Is this the
Oh.
lady? Yes. Yes, this is the lady.
this is the lady. You can assume this is her. She is the one tending the shrine.
Okay. Poppy's gonna kick Tiberius in the back of the calf. Be like, go get her. This is her. Go.
Grumpy. Yeah, he walks forward, and he's. Did we get a name of this chick?
No, you did not.
But we were told that she's like a shrine maiden, or she.
Yeah,
works-
yeah.
she works here?
You would assume that, you know, like monks are brothers, and you would assume she's a nun, so she's a sister, not a nun. But, you know, you would assume her title is sister.
And this is a pretty small place, right? It's not like a building. It's like an outdoor situation.
Oh yeah, no, it's open aired.
Okay.
Yeah.
He walks up to her and he says, "My good lady, it has come to my attention that you were on the road but a day ago and met a similar fate as us, although fared far worse. How are you this good day?"
I've been better. You were correct. I was beaten and bruised up, but most likely not for the reasons that you think I was.
"I assumed it was goblins that assailed you on the road, as that was what assailed us.
It was not at all, actually.
I can think of no other reason
It's
to assail a woman of your beauty and stature."
oh well. She blushed a little bit. Okay.
Oh.
Well, you know, I was on a. Well, I'm not. My order, the Order of the Harpies. I'm sure you are familiar with us. We're not just simple temple maidens. We go forth and spread the word and sometimes recover items that should be recovered.
Mike, can I roll something on Harper's to know what the hell
Yeah,
that is?
yeah. Give me a history or some sort of intelligence.
Mike, can I point out that you said harpies?
You did say
I
Harper's.
said harpies.
You sure did.
Great.
I knew you meant Harper's, but 18 on history.
18. Yeah. No, you know that the Harpers are. They're actually like a network of adventurers and spies, intelligence gatherers. And so she just also happens to be an acolyte of, you can assume, of Timora.
Okay.
So you just know that they, that's 18 is actually pretty good. They gather information, usually it's to thwart tyrants' leadership, any forms of leadership, government, or groups that grow too strong. Maybe you can assume that she's here to help the town because they're also known to aid the weak, the poor, and the oppressed.
Do I know of any famous Harpers?
With an 18,
Yeah.
you might know of a famous Harper, Reginald. He just goes by Brother Reginald. He is known to. Don't give me that shit.
No. What is he known to? I need to know my history so I can act out about Brother Reginald.
Well, you've heard of him. He's from Neverwinter himself, actually. That's why you portray him, because he's a fan favorite. He's from about 50, 60 years ago. and he was known to have taken in many and protected many refugees from Orcish raids.
Okay.
So he's been known as like a warrior monk.
Okay. So Reginald, the warrior monk of Neverwinter.
Yes.
Let me write that down because I'm gonna forget that.
Like, you can't make this shit up.
You literally can.
Can you?
You literally can. Like, Reginald, the what was he? The monk.
Brother Reginald.
Yep, the monk, and he from Neverwinter, and he took in refugees.
And he was a foreigner himself from the eastern lands, from the desert, so he's a darker-skinned fellow.
Hey guys, our if you didn't see that in chat, there, our donations are working all of a sudden. We just got a donation alert from an hour and a half ago. It just popped up.
Nice.
Yeah, they're having an issue with PayPal's API. So.
Gotcha.
So she said she is a harper, and she was. Did she tell us why she was attacked?
No, you guys didn't provide that information out of her yet.
Okay.
She just said it's not what you think it is. It's not the goblins or the hobgoblins or whatever the fuck.
Yes. So he at Harper, he kind of taking a step forward, placing a silver coin on the well, like on the edge of
on the rim.
Yeah.
The
and
lip.
he says, "A harper in these parts. Your clandestine group are foretold in many of the stories that I portray on stage in Neverwinter and Waterdeep."
Is it a question?
No.
You ended it like a question?
Nope, that's just... It's just odd choice of inflection. It's just, it's just Tiberius.
It's just how he talks sometimes.
He's just
He's just a little bit Swedish?
Yeah. He says, "I have portrayed many a time Reginald, the great monk of the Orcish invasions to the north."
Oh, well, yes, he's quite famous.
Yes, I know.
Yes.
I hear that there are also
Have you
orcs.
visited his tomb? Have you seen his tomb?
I have not had the fortune, my good lady.
You should take the time, yes.
Oh, I must, at your recommendation. Of a
But as you
beauty
know,
like yourself.
we harpers are well scattered and sparse throughout the lands, but though sparse, we do cover quite a bit.
Of course, I would never expect to see someone of your stature here in Phandelver, of all places. What are you doing here?
Well, I was working on gathering information on both the Red Brands and tracking down a bit of an oddity that is supposed to be somewhere in these regions.
An oddity, you say?
Yes, an oddity.
What? Well, we have had a run-in with the Red Brands, and perhaps we can find this oddity for you.
Well, I need someone to bring me a suitable gift, or bring one, to, I guess you could say, a friend of mine.
What kind of gift? Agatha, you say?
Yes, I'm looking for a jeweled silver comb. It's very particular that it has to be jeweled and silver and a comb.
Fuck you.
And, well, my friend, I mean more of a creature. She's not quite a creature even. I guess you could say she's kind of a ghost. She haunts a particular grotto, if you will, a lair.
Would this lair be the Wave Echo Cave?
Oh, that doesn't exist anymore. That's been destroyed for centuries.
People keep telling us that, but I don't believe it.
Why else would this entire adventure be called after this?
Something tells me, as if we are a railroad, to go to the Wave Echo Cave, that we must venture there.
She has a spell book, or at least what point did. Legendary mage, you might have heard him. Gentle?
Bojangles!
Bojangles, yes. They sell chicken sandwiches.
I actually have no idea what you said.
Gentle.
Bojangles?
Or Balgentle.
Okay.
I'll put it in chat.
Is that something I would have heard of? Is that a thing that's...
That would require
That would require a what?
Arcana. A history or Arcana check.
Okay.
From anybody who would like to think that they are smart.
Yeah, so he's good at history, so he's going to roll history on that.
If you want, Mike, I'll give you free advantage because it's lore-based, and I feel like Tiberius is the bard of lore.
Yeah.
Since he's an actor.
So a 15.
15 anyway. 15, okay. Yeah, so even a 13, I'll take it. You all have actually heard of him before. He was actually more known for his infamy than his power. He's been known as I believe as a necromancer. So you have your suspicions on... She's most likely trying to find this book to keep it out of the hands of others.
Most likely.
Now, at the mention of Necromancer, how visible is Ulf's boner?
I mean,
This is all internal for all of you guys. You guys know this, so.
yeah. I mean, he walked up with one, but
Okay.
yeah. At the mention of ghost, it kind of.
It went from 6 to midnight.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about his dick. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said boner. I did say
I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
Like I was just like,
an adequate erection.
Okay.
You know?
cool.
Yeah. So he says, and how would this have gotten you assailed on the pathways here?
Well, I don't think I quite offered the right gift. You have to please her vanity, and I gave her gold, and she said it was too much. I'm thinking something that will either a mirror, maybe, to look at herself. Though she is a ghost, maybe she won't like that. That's what I'm thinking. A silvered comb.
Is there like anybody in town who would have one?
Well, you could see about the costers. The Lion Shield coster might have this kind of oddity. You might even see if the exchange, they're pretty wealthy as well, or maybe even the town's hall.
Now, my lady, I will stop you there. I have portrayed many a great hero on stage, and it is a common parlance that creatures of undeath are often, I can't think of a good word for hurt, are often vexed by the use of silver. Silvered weapons are known to damage the undead, more so than normal. Perhaps you should flip through your monster manual and look at ghosts. I actually have no idea if that's true or not.
Yeah,
Monster
that's just-
manual.
I mean, that's so she could have a
Yeah, no, that's just literally I made that up, Mike. That could
Yeah,
not
no,
be true
it
at all.
doesn't sound right.
No, it's
so,
not.
It doesn't sound right.
No.
She's not a werewolf or a vampire, so I would think she is just fine. It's a physical object. She might not be hurt by it.
Okay, good.
Unless it's a magical comb. I don't know who would pay the money to pay a wizard to imbibe the comb with magic. That would be the only thing that would hurt her.
And Poppy just kind of looks at Ulf.
Ulf like starts to talk. He's like, so if we, and then he remembers himself and he takes a coin and he doesn't want to be outdone, so he goes and throws it in the well. He doesn't wish anything. And then he starts to talk. So if we get the comb, can we go with you and meet the ghost? I've never met a ghost.
Well, yes. I mean, I'd rather not. I don't think she would like to see my face, so I could show you her lair, and from there. But I really have other tasks. I could tell you where the lair is. I cannot go with you.
Oh, that'd be great. You guys, can we do this one?
Yes,
Why
of
can't you
course.
go with us?
Of course, Ulf. I think that
My
especially with
business is my own.
with an agent.
It also would not help you. Sorry, go ahead, Tiger.
As I said, I think with the aid of an agent of the Harpers here, it is all the more reason for us to become great adventurers of Phandelver, despite the town master.
It's so bitter.
That you get gravelly.
Yeah, he gets very Batman at the mention of the town master.
Maybe if we help her, she'll like help us get rid of all those guys in the mansion.
And it's a ghost.
It's a spooky ghost.
Ooh,
I am the shrine ghost.
I mean, if we're gonna do Scooby-Doo adventures, you guys.
He looks back to her and says, "Now you were also getting information on the Red Brand. Why? What? Is there a larger force at play here? It seemed to be a band of ruffians. Wait!" And he actually says that out loud. Wait!
Yep.
I do know something about the Red Brand. Did you hear about a man? His name is Glass Staff. Half Stack. Glass Shaft. I was told he might be a wizard, and he wields a literal glass staff. Glass Staff? That was his name.
Well, there were rumors that is who I'm trying to find, actually. Try to gather more information on this. That was what I planned on doing if you would be so kind as to take forward the quest to seek out Agatha and appease her for this book.
Yes. Well, we're
Before
also
we
going
pass
to
it.
kill the Red Brand just for I believe
how about this?
Poppy would call it funsies.
Sometimes there's steps within steps and plans within plans.
Yes.
I'm a spy. I'm an aspiring spy master.
Go on.
Yes. However, allow me to go and gather more information. I might be able. Well, I might know where he might be. I'm trying to also divine the information for this Wave Echo Cave. For
Well-
two dwarves came here a
Yes,
few days ago.
Nundy and Thundy.
Well, are you friends of theirs?
Well, we're friends of their brother Gundy. You know dwarves and their similar names. It's
They do that. I will say they do that.
the
They all
Rockseeker
look the same.
clan. Yes,
The
yes.
Black Seekers, yes, that name does sound familiar, yes.
We were sent here on behalf of old
Yeah,
Gundy.
they were staying just west of town, if I recall.
Yes,
Past
they
the
had
orchard.
they had a small camp, from what I remember.
Yes.
Yes, but we spoke to the one lone survivor of the assault on the sleeping giant. His name was Toff, and he became a manservant, but he was arrested. Worry not about that. But he said that Glassstaff resided in the manor house.
Glassstaff himself, that is bad news indeed. After I hear he's overseeing the rumored operations of this Wave Echo Cave revitalization.
Mike, I have no idea if half the shit I'm saying I made up. So
Yeah, no, you're kind of confusing a few things, yeah.
no, I actually have notes on all this shit, but I totally am making
Yeah.
stuff up.
From one of the goblins, or one of them had said something about a mage being in the manor. That you do know.
Yeah, one of the bandits said that.
One of the bandits, there
Yeah.
you go. One of the bandits said that.
He says
Oh, I think even Torth said that.
Tarf said it. Yeah, I have that in my
Yeah,
notes. Yeah.
Yep.
He says, "My lady, do you know of the secret passage in the side of the house?"
I do not.
Well, and he like takes a stick
Which
or
side?
something and draws the manor house as best as he can
Okay.
remember from the dark.
Which is just like a rectangle, and you
Yeah.
can say which side is north.
Yeah, it says like rectangle, and then it says front door, and then it says side, just arrows.
Yep. So yeah, you give her the location. It's on the northern side, somewhere back there.
And he puts like a hand on her shoulder, and he's gonna cast Cure Wounds.
Oh. Okay. Yeah.
Boing.
Her wounds, her bruises, kind of, go away, and yeah, no, she's healed.
Yeah, he says, we weakened their forces the night prior, so perhaps it is best to wait a few days. They may be on further guard, on heightened alert.
You weakened their forces.
Yes, we went in through the side entrance, and we...
How many did you kill?
Poppy?
Hmm?
How many of the bandits did you slay? With your own hand?
At least 100, I think.
That's not an
100.
accurate...
That's
that's-
more than twice what they have
That's
there.
not an accurate number.
She's
I don't-
that good.
I don't know that... I don't know that she can count, to be fair.
It was like 8 of them in the bar, and then it was like 3 or 4 more in the.
That's a pretty decent flow, and they were just bandits, right?
Well, no, they had large bugbears in there, so be on your
Oh,
guard.
You killed
Yeah.
bugbears.
There's 3 of them.
Yeah.
Well,
Sounds like you did a lot of the work.
4 in the entire day, but 3 last night.
3 last night. Wow. Well then, maybe while you go do that, I can find more information about this.
Good, good. I have some
Okay,
more questions
so-
about town.
Where do we find this comb? Because like it's a shiny thing, and that's kind of my thing.
That's true. Yeah. So
Yeah.
Tiberius looks to what was her name? Did she give us her name?
She did. At this, we'll say she did. At this point, you guys have. Her name is Sister Gariel, and I'll put that in chat for you.
Mr.
Okay.
Gary got it.
Gary Gygax. Nailed it. He looks to her and he says, Gariel, now how long have you stayed in Phandelver?
I've been here for a matter of months, I'd say, a few months.
Yes, we have some questions about town. Perhaps you can save us long journeys around this place and help us get to your grotto faster.
Okay.
Now, I hear that there is an orchard owner who wasn't a retired adventurer, perhaps?
I mean, that's the rumor. I mean, if he's retired, he's retired, and he's an old man. I've seen the orchard owner. Anybody could have been anything in the past decades. He's quite old. He's like 70 years old.
God, you're the worst spy ever.
I just know his name. I don't know much more about him.
What is his name for my records?
Darren Eldermath. Adermath. I'll put it in the chat for you.
Thanks, bro. He says, and what do you know of the wood carver? I heard that his entire family was slain.
Well, that appears to be what has happened. He got tired of the Red Brands taking every last cent they had. His name was Eldendrar. and he was the local woodcarver. About 10 or so days ago, he stood up and they right here in the streets, and it was actually just over there, and she'll point down where it says Town Green. He was murdered over here.
Okay.
Just over there. And, well in sight of most of the town, because the town's quite small, as you know. Well, in front of about 8 of us. And next thing we know, his family, they're not at their house. They've not been seen anywhere. This has been 10 days, so safe to assume that their form of justice was rendered.
And where is his house located? Oh, I guess we know where the woodcarver's shop
Yeah,
is.
well, that's his woodworker. You would assume his house is like...
The next one.
Yeah, the next one of those two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's all he's got. What was that? Can you put that guy's name in chat, Mike?
Oh, I didn't put his in?
Nope. Did you? No.
Oh, no, I didn't. I did not. Nope.
And lastly, do you know of a place called Cragmore Castle?
That I have heard before. Cragmore Castle. Why does that sound so familiar? And she'll sit there for a few minutes. I'm trying to figure out. It's northeast.
He says, you see, the 2 dwarves you know, we were sent by their elder brother, and he appears to have been taken to Cragmore Castle. He had a map to a secret location that could be of use to you.
By secret location, do you mean Wave Echo Cave?
My lady, as a spy, you know that I cannot tell you that.
That answer is yes. Your own admission. Have no fear.
Trust is earned, not taken.
Not for a spy.
Touché.
Wait, give me some time. I will see what I can find out. I'll see if what I find in the manor, perhaps they even have a map of their own.
Yes,
I'll do my spy thing while you run this errand for me with Agatha.
Okay.
Remember the book.
Yes, the book, and the hair thing.
Everything. Talk to the blind shield caster. They have plenty of goods.
Good. I have an in with them. We are friends. We return to their gear.
Oh, excellent.
And then he's going to leave Ulf standing there and go over to Sylvie and crouch down next to Sylvie. And he's gonna pull out of one of his robe pockets or whatever the small box that has the jade statuette in it.
Yeah.
And hand it to her and say, "This is for the comb. You cannot steal the comb. We need it." And then he opens it and shows you the jade statuette that you almost took from the cave. He holds it in the light and it glints.
And she's just she just turns into an anime character.
Their eyes go wide.
Yeah.
It's
like SpongeBob when you open it up.
Sparkling, and there's hearts.
Shing! Sparkle.
And it goes 3 gold doubloons.
Yeah. And she's just
you pick it up, and in your head it transforms, and it's a jade statuette of you, and you're like, yes! Yeah, so I'll send that to you on Zoom,
okay.
what it is.
And so she will take that and die.
Yeah, he looks to you while Ulf does whatever he does, and Poppy does whatever she does, and he says, Now, young Sylvie, it appears we have use of your talents. There is a house here that appears to have no occupants. Perhaps the house may have this silver brooch or comb or hairpin or whatever the elf woman was talking about. But there appears to be no occupants, and I believe that is your forte, is breaking and entering.
I don't.
Not just breaking and entering.
Just entering. The entering, just the entering and taking part.
Entering and taking. That's
entering and taking.
Poppy
Poppy breaks stuff.
That's true. Let's leave Poppy outside.
Okay, so which house is this that he's mentioning specifically?
It's over here.
Okay.
The woodworker's house.
All right. So I am going to sneak off.
You're breaking into the woodworker's house for the cone? Just so I get this.
That's what he said.
Okay.
He said to go and eat.
I'm just making sure you're breaking in to get the cone. Yep.
But isn't the woodworker died or something, didn't he?
His whole family was murdered, or he was murdered, and his whole family.
He was murdered, and it's rumored that the whole family is dead.
Okay.
So
And
yeah,
Tiberius thinks
she'll
the comb is in there?
No, Tiberius just told her he
Something
thinks the
like that.
comb's in there.
God
something
damn it.
We're
Okay.
heroes, you guys.
Yeah.
yeah.
We need to know why he was
So-
murdered. It's probably clues in there. Blue.
Yeah.
You know why he's murdered.
Did you say blue?
So Tiberius, you at least know that why he was murdered.
Yeah.
He stood up to the So I don't know if anybody else is listening to that, but yeah.
All right. I'm gonna sneak in.
Okay, yeah. Give me a stealth. It's also midday.
It is like noon.
Yeah.
It's noon o'clock.
Yeah. So you're gonna sight wise, it's gonna be hard. That's a disadvantage. Noise wise, you're at normal.
However, hang on. Because I am a halfling, I can hide even when I'm only partially obscured.
Okay.
You have a crit miss.
You
She
do have a crit
does.
miss. You do have a crit miss.
I do.
So,
Is
so
that gonna happen on the stealth?
Oh, don't go in the stocks.
yeah, like
Bad
that's
things
it.
happen.
I think that's when that happens. So you nat one.
Hey,
You
This
have
is
to.
just
You have to. You're supposed to use it on the next roll.
Yeah.
okay. Well, this is her just sneaking up to the house.
Okay.
So if she, this is not her actually getting into the house. So
Okay.
that's my next roll.
Okay.
Okay.
And she
Yep.
glaringly, obviously, like
Walks up to the fucking
Yeah,
house.
like you're trying to walk up like you own the place, and you're just not doing a good job of it.
She's actually
you get
making
there.
stealth noises.
Either way,
She's doing the Mission Impossible noise.
Stay sneaky
Dun,
as she
dun,
walks
dun.
sideways.
the Mission Impossible noises that Tiberius is adding to your sneaking.
Yeah. He actually pulls out his
Hey,
flute.
nothing.
Dee-doo-doo, dee-doo-doo.
God.
He has a flute.
Oh, does he have a
Yeah.
flute?
Yeah, he's got a pan flute and a songhorn.
That's amazing.
Yep.
okay. So what would it be to like? Well, I guess I have to check the door
Yeah, so give me a sleight of hand if you want to check the door
and like unlock it.
and unlock it. Yeah, that'll be I mean, if you have like thieving tools and all that, then you can use those.
Oh, I do. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so
I
you can
just-
and you're proficient with them, right? Because you're a rogue, so
Yeah.
okay, yeah, totally use
It's
those.
just taking me age. Like I'm clicking them, but
Yeah,
everything is
yeah.
There we go.
low.
A 12. Yeah, I'll say
Wow,
that's
that-
enough. That's enough to unlock a simple door. Yeah, 14.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's plenty. Yeah, you definitely open up the door.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I will quietly go inside.
Will you do this quietly?
Sleight of hand would be to open the door quietly.
I mean, that would be a stealth to open the door quietly.
Oh, we use it differently.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Either way.
That's
yeah.
fine. Okay, and then she's going to sneak into the house. Look around. See what I
Okay.
can find.
Oh, yeah. Give me a perception to actually see. I mean, so far you found a house until that loads.
So you nailed it.
Okay, and then, yeah.
There you go.
And she'll look around first, and then if she doesn't see
Yeah.
anything, then she'll start opening drawers and.
Yeah, so you in the house, you see food is still on the table. It's definitely rotten and stinking, and flies are around. Chairs are knocked down. Place is a bit ransacked. Yeah, and that's pretty much the immediate scene in front of you. Whether or not you can discern what exactly happened, that would require an investigation to
Okay.
cover the crime scene here.
All right. She's gonna CSI the shit.
So yeah, so with a 14, you see plenty of things. So go ahead and give me your CSI inspection here, if it'll ever load.
Someday.
We'll get there.
When the snow melts, maybe. Investigation 5 and 5.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
They heard old Tibby was coming to town. And they just had to stop eating and go visit him, and then they never came back.
Of course, yeah.
All right.
It's a must-see show.
So Tiberius is the murderer.
Yeah, I've seen the
Yeah.
show.
But somehow they did it. They found out he was coming here 10 days ago, even though he only had out 3 days ago.
That's the problem. They stopped eating 10 days ago in preparation for it,
Yeah.
and they all wasted
Yeah.
away and died.
Yeah, no, you can assume something happened to the family. With a 5, you just know something happened here. Everything looks like it was left in the middle of something. So.
Okay. So which means they left all their valuables.
Sure.
They left all their shiny things.
Sure.
Where I can get them.
Now,
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go hunting for shiny things.
Yeah, I guess that would be an additional investigation, considering your first investigation was just as a crime scene thing. So give me another investigation to actually search the house for treasures.
now, Mike, you said everything looked like it was ransacked.
Everything's turned up a bit, yes.
Yeah, so it doesn't look like we just left in a hurry. It looks like someone
But
kind
with
of
the
come
5.
through here.
But
No,
with
I was just
the
saying from the perception.
Yes.
It looks like someone might have come through here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And with the 6, yeah. So with the 6, we'll just say you can successfully tell that this place is pretty well picked over, and all the places in the sock drawer, in the unbe drawer, there's no hidden coin purses. A couple, are missing because there's some perverts in town, and there's nothing of too much value in the house.
She's mad and she'll kick something.
I mean,
And-
you did get a free statuette out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she'll take little things like if they have any like silverware or
Yeah,
Shiny-
you can find some metal
shiny fork.
plateware and silverware. A lot of wood stuff because this is the woodworker's house, so they have like wooden plates and stuff. But you find some metal goblets you can inspect to see what kind of they're like, maybe pewter. You're not quite sure. So you do find some good housewares.
yeah, just a couple of things.
Yeah, sure. We'll just say you have like, how much stuff would you take? Would you take like one set, like one plate, one bowl, and like one set of silverware, or you just like a whole set?
No, like she has a sort of collection of small, shiny things.
Okay. So you take the metal silverware.
Yeah,
Okay.
and not like tons of it, but
Yeah.
she doesn't have a big holding yet, and
Right.
she can't carry too much. So
Yeah, let's go
just
ahead.
the nicest ones.
Sure. You take about 5 silver worth of silverware, considering they're made out of metal. They're only worth so much.
Okay.
A gleaming endowment.
Follow one
And-
with the donations working just donated $6. 2 crit successes for Sylvie.
All right then.
Yeah.
So now
That
you
would have been handy.
All right. Super birthday donations, guys. Just a reminder: if you're part of the Mad Fish fan club, it's her goddamn birthday.
the Mad Fish fan club.
Yeah.
I was really hoping that you would roll a little bit higher. You said you kicked
So
something.
was I.
You said you kicked something, right? You kicked
What's that?
something. You said you
Yeah.
kicked something out of frustration. So
Mad.
You kicked a wardrobe, and when you kicked it, you actually kicked it just enough that a package falls down from behind the wardrobe. It was pinned between the wall and the wardrobe. And
Well, I'm really happy I gave that coin at the luck fountain then.
yes, everything's turning up Millhouse.
God damn it.
And in it is surprising. It's like a child-size leather tunic. You wear leather, right?
I do.
It just so happens to be a leather tunic that is almost the right size for you. So you,
Nice.
like, just looking at it, you just assume as much. And when you look at it, it seems to like absorb light. Not so much absorb light, but it's like really dark, and it doesn't like you don't see any shine or anything like that on it. You know what I mean? So you can this is your +1 armor. So I'm going to go ahead and give you. It's the +1 armor, so you just have automatic extra whatever leather armor is. I can look it up. But in addition, it's because it's extra dark. When you're in dark areas, you have advantage on stealth.
Nice. Is it perfect camo black?
Oh, it's like it's super black. It's onyx black. Yeah. You have super black armor.
My players will get that joke. Reference to another rogue. Perfect camo black.
So instead of being
All right.
11 plus dex, this is 12 plus dex.
Sweet.
It's +1, and it's magical. So, but you can tell something special about it. Like you pick it up, you just get a feeling in your gut that something is special about this. It looks like it might be the right size for you.
Oh, she's throwing it on. For sure.
Oh yeah, yep. So you put it on. So yeah.
All right, and then she will go back.
Okay. Yeah. You
I
add
didn't
on-
find anything else, so
And like, do you like have like maybe a cloak on over top of that, or you just go out ghosting
Yeah.
your new
Oh
treads.
no, she has a cloak.
Okay. So yeah, you go outside. You just see Sildar's outside, just sitting there, and just like, "What are you doing?" You rolled a nat 1 on your stealth in, so he's just like, "What are you doing?"
We were trying to find out what happened to the guy. I was just checking.
Okay. Okay. No, I believe you. It's just remember, though they are dead, and just like the sleeping giant, though it might have been under somebody's control or the lack thereof control. So, that up.
Oh my god, I know it's like not
Remember,
my
though this is a small town. We try to respect everybody. It's a small town. Just remember, please, at least knock and pretend like the door was open the whole time, and like, oh no, the door was open. I believe you're here for a good purpose. Go ahead and go on.
Alright, whatever. She walks away like when he's not looking, just like tucking the silverware into
Yeah.
her pockets. Like, don't notice.
Yeah, and so he goes up and he closes the door behind you, and then silly halflings.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
So yeah, you go back to the rest of the party with silverware.
But I don't tell anybody that I have it. Because
Okay.
it's
Okay. Yep.
mine.
But she has the obvious new fucking shirt on. Sylvie, what'd
Yeah.
you find?
But no,
Nothing.
she's got a cloak over
She's
it.
got a cloak on, so
I
you
didn't
have to.
find anything.
Yeah.
Cartoon shifty eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how long was she gone for?
I would say she would have been gone for a good 10 to 15 minutes.
So did anything happen between then?
What were you guys doing while that was happening?
Well, as long as everyone was putting up with it, Ulf would have been questioning Sister Garael.
Okay, yeah. So
this
okay.
ghost.
Okay. What are you asking? Anything in particular to her?
Well, first of all, where to find it, and
Oh yes.
all like what it looked like and what it felt like, and like if it actually hit her, if it used like magic, or like he doesn't necessarily want combat details. He just wants to know everything there is to know about this ghost because it's awesome.
So she'll tell you that Agatha's lair is by Connerbury, and it is about 45 to 50 miles out. Like, it's a good 50, maybe 55 miles out to the east. So if you head back down to the Tribord Trail and take it straight east along the trail, it's a good 50 miles. It's a few days out there. That's why it took me so long to get out there and back.
It's okay. We have a cart.
A shopping cart.
We do have
Carts
horses.
go fairly slow. They go about the pace of walking. I don't mean to be a smart aleck here, Wolf, but I mean, if you took the horses and rode the horses, it might be much quicker. But a decent gallop, not gallop, but a decent trot.
That's true. We'll think about that.
One time I had a horse.
Yeah. Let's see. You wanted to ask more about Agatha herself?
Mm-hmm.
Let me pull it up. Yeah, no, she lives in it's not so much a swamp. It's just very wild and ruthless woods. She herself, well, she doesn't just show herself to anybody. From what I can tell, she never showed herself to me. She just, you have to pay respects to her, and well, I don't have much information on her because I never did see her. It is just rumored that she has this book or knows where this book was last seen.
So you just want the book, right? We don't have to hurt the
No.
ghost.
I mean, she's done nothing wrong. She's kind of snooty, but that's it.
My brother Werner was killed by my other brother. Do you think maybe he's a ghost?
I don't know if I'm the right person to ask for it, but if you want him to be a ghost, then he's a ghost.
I hope so. I'd like to see him again.
If Lady
I
Luck
never
is on
met
your
him.
side.
and it will probably continue on like that.
Like
until
that, yeah. And so that's what takes up the entire 10 minutes is you just going on and on about your brother and hoping he's a ghost.
Yeah.
Unless somebody else has something else they want to interject with. What would Poppy be doing? Would Poppy be losing her patience here at all?
Well muted.
While muted, yeah.
She starts by unmuting herself.
Yep.
Yep. Yep. There it is. Everybody drink.
No, it's not quite unmuted yet.
There it is.
That explains why things that I was saying weren't being responded to. Okay.
Yep.
Anyways, so while he's kind of talking about how he wishes his brother was a ghost, Poppy's going to ask, so is there a possible way to kill a ghost? Just by chance? Do you happen to know?
I mean, usually you have to find out why they are a ghost in the first place, and to be honest, I don't quite know much about her other than she's a ghost, and she has what I want, and she's vain and likes to be pleased.
Yes, I've heard great stories of a family of Winchesters. They hunt down ghosts and the like. I believe you must find.
Stop.
I don't watch that show, but at least I get that.
Thank you.
I'm pretty sure I got the reference, and get the fuck out.
Yeah.
So I said this to Mike earlier. This is the first character I actually made like personality traits and ideals for, and his personality trait is I know a story relevant to almost every situation. And not all of them are useful, which is why he just makes up facts and
They just have to be relevant.
Yeah, they're just relevant.
They were the wind.
Can I vaguely relate this to
They
the
were
conversation?
the Winchesters. They would hunt
No,
down.
That's how you get rid of that copyright right there.
They would hunt down fiends of the night. I believe they have tussled with a ghost or two themselves.
I've
Fire
even
does
heard
the
tales
trick.
of I think his name was Constance. Maybe?
Yes, Constance. Yes, he was a traveling companion of them, and the homosexual brother Samuel. I believe they had an incestuous relationship together. The brothers. It was very strange.
Maybe it was Constantine. I don't know.
Yes. He was.
Yes. Okay. Yes. We speak of the same group.
They were a traveling group.
They were a traveling group. That's a throwback that like 3 people get.
Yep, and 2 of them
Mike
are
and I
just
are 2
chat.
of those 3 people.
I think Fallen One's the other one.
Oh yeah, I guess he did go back.
Oh,
To one
man.
now. That's on our YouTube, by the way.
Yeah, guys, if you want to go check out our YouTube, we have a bunch of old shit on there. It's !YouTube in the chat. I highly recommend it. It's a bunch of nonsense that we've played in previously.
What's the name of that particular game?
That game was called The Bastards of Bent Blade Hollow, where we
I hope we
played.
can bring that back.
Yeah, we played 3 bastard brothers of a hooker. We were all half brothers. So one was a human, one was a half elf, and one was a half orc, because mom was promiscuous.
Well, yeah, I guess. I mean,
That's right.
what if you're getting paid for it or not? You're promiscuous.
Yeah, yep. So I guess we see Sylvie, and we kind of meet back up with her.
Yeah.
My good lady, Garielle, we must away to accomplish your mission. Be careful when you approach the manor.
You as well when approaching Agatha. The roads are quite wild. Stay alert.
Good. I will do so.
Good. All right.
Yeah, he's gonna meet back up with Sylvie.
Sylvie, what did you find?
Nothing.
It is a damn shame, I would say.
They left in a hurry.
Did they
And
leave?
the place is all trashed and stuff.
So, do you think they left by choice? Or were they taken somewhere?
Probably not, because everything was a mess. I've been in a lot of people's houses, and most people don't leave their houses like that. Some people do, though. They are super gross.
Good. Well, I guess if we have no other leads, we should check with the Lion Shield Costas. You and I have been there before. Perhaps they'll recognize us, and we can find this silver comb.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll remember you.
Yes. And perhaps you can sell your statuette, or I don't know what you do with it. But they'll give you coin for it.
I don't have a statuette. What are you talking about?
I literally gave it to you.
You didn't.
I handed it to you.
No, you didn't.
Well, then I apologize, but our deal must be undone because I no longer have it. So there is no bargain for you.
Fine.
But I
Why are
believe
you such a pain
if my
in the
appraisal
ass?
is correct, it's worth about 40 gold.
Well, that better be enough.
It's 40 shinies,
40 shinies.
which is better than
Yes.
one large shiny.
Oh my god, I know how to count.
So yeah, he heads towards the lion shield costume. Right?
Okay, so as you guys head towards the lion shield costume, you get about to here, and then a fiery explosion happens at the town hall, the town master's hall. Something happens at the stone hill, and there's some sort of noise coming from over here. You hear something happening over at the smithy, and you start seeing thugs and bandits in red sachets and cloaks emerge from corners and alleys, and there's shit happening here as a mage reveals himself and causes the explosion over here.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
And
This is where we end.
And as Ulf sees his dreams of ghost hunting disappear, he goes, "Ah!"
It's just like, Sebastian!
Don't worry, Ulf. Don't worry, Ulf, because Tiberius goes very loudly in the middle of the town square. Oh no! Perhaps if you had hired adventurers instead of calling them vigilantes! And he walks towards Lion Shield Coster, ignoring all three explosions. The town master's hall is aflame! It's a damn shame!
Shame!
Yes.
I mean, to be fair, there are bandits right in your vicinity because you are in the town square. So
Yeah,
but that's where we're ending. We're ending with the explosion. You're saying this scuttling off.
Yeah, as he says that, as he walks away.
Yeah,
Perfect.
And scene.
Sweet. So, guys, thanks for coming to hang out with us on Sylvie's birthday. This was a special stream just for her. Thanks for those donations, guys. You guys are rad. Like I said, you see the donation down there. We've already hit our goal. So if we double the goal, if we triple the goal, it's more T-shirts you guys get entered to win. And any donation, even as small as $1, gets entered to win a free T-shirt. So feel free to do that, guys, if you so choose. We'll be back here this Thursday for season 3, episode 7 of Bound by Flame, where these guys are probably going to get killed by a blood dragon, which is something I made up. This Saturday, we have at 7 p.m. starting is community night. Mike's going to be hosting that. We have a lot of community games. We're probably going to give away at least 1 or 2 games. So definitely come hang out for that. Moo earned one of the games last time. She won Speedrunners, I believe. Mm-hmm. So yeah, we have Speedrunners. Yeah, we have Speedrunners to give away. We have some Move or Die to give away. We have some Mount Your Friends to mount your friends. What's that?
Oh, I actually have that one.
Yeah. We have Broforce to give away as well.
We have Broforce to give away as well. Yeah, we got a bunch of games to give away. I think we have like Terraria to give away. So we have a shitload of giveaways, guys. So come and try your hand at that. Then we have also our 12-hour stream on December 17th. So stay tuned for details on that. We'll be looking for players shortly. So, birthday girl, who are you? What are you doing here? And we all know why everyone cares. It's your goddamn birthday.
I managed to survive 1 more year, despite the great amount of effort that my body and the universe continue to attempt to end me. I will not be stopped. I'm Madfish, and I am a DM and writer, and I do arty things.
Sweet. And if you want to link your Etsy, or send me your Etsy and I'll link it, because I forget you don't have Twitch open.
Oh, I can do it on my phone.
Oh, sweet. So do that. And while she's doing that, Moo, who are you? What are you doing here? And why should anybody care?
Hey, I am Moo, as you said. I'm here to play games and kick ass, and you should care because otherwise I'll send Poppy after you. I don't know.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Bitters, who are you? What are you doing here? And why should anybody care?
I'm Mr. Bitters. I'm unMadeGaming's #2 mod, and probably #1 fan. I'd also like to thank everybody for 500 followers tonight.
I know.
Big deal.
Absolutely.
Like this family grows.
That's pretty crazy.
Join us on Discord. We're always there, and it's fun.
Yeah, and when you're getting thanked by Bitters, first of all, he hates everything. And second of all, Bitters is actually, all jokes aside, he is the OG. He is one of our first viewers and one of our first followers ever, and he's been here since the days where we literally played on couches in a basement, like 4 fat nerds. Now we just play in our own separate rooms like 4 fat nerds.
Yep.
But yeah, we had one show. It was every other week. It was real shitty. There was low production quality, and for some reason, he's still here. He's still here, and he rocks our sweet T-shirt.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. So thank you guys for 500 followers. That's goddamn crazy. We're gonna shoot for 1,000 this year. 2017 is 1,000 viewers, 1,000 followers rather. Mike, you've been here the whole time too. Not of your own free will. I've mostly chained you into the house and don't let you leave. But other than that, who are you? What else do you do here? And why should anybody care?
I'm kind of into it. No, I'm your DM for the night, non-rhino. I'm on everything as the anonymous rhinoceros. Find me on Twitter at baloneyslap. There you're going to find out that I am, in fact, actually a hot little daddy.
Aww.
It's true.
And I enjoy DMing these. I'm looking forward to, in future modules, maybe porting it into my world, because it gives me far more control.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's, I look forward to running new modules under different circumstances.
I fully support that. So, all of the Madfish fan club, all of the minions, all of the patrons we have here, I'm going to do a little raid on my friend, Miss Ginger Ninja. She's at 191 followers right now, last time I checked. She's trying to hit 200, and at 200, she's doing a video game giveaway. I believe it's your call, what you win. So, I'm going to post that link here in chat. I'm also going to post what we say when we raid people, which I need to still make a command for, even though I say that every time. So feel free to go head over there right now. I'm going to switch over there to host mode, and hit that like button, and let her know that you're here from unMadeGaming. Bye-bye.
Bye.